Welcome back, everybody, to day two of the second week of TCL tournament play, day two of eliminations. Tonight we have an absolute banger of a matchup between Team Coinflip, captained by Abarn, the master of the int to win himself, and Verd is the word Blood, the man who guaranteed to get caught out at some point during the game pushing 4v1. I am joined on the caster desk tonight by my smiling companion, Luciv. Luciv, tell me how you're doing today.
Yeah, looking and feeling about as good as that picture right now, man. That's a stud right there. But no,
Oh, no doubt.
doing well, man. We're gotta go a little bit cameraless. We had some moving complications with Joa, my jungler captain that he is. Gave him my laptop, has the camera on it, but we're here to cast, man. This is what I came. This is what I'm not paid to do, right? And I'm excited to get in the booth again, Rudy. I think it'll be a fun one. The last time that I cast these two teams back to back, they had one of the most incredible series of throws back and forth. It's amazing. I'm excited.
I can tell by that charming set of pearly whites on your face right now. You cannot wait to get into game, man. I'm actually never gonna get tired of looking at that bow tie grinning fool on screen right now. But no, this matchup is sure to be exciting. Honestly, I think it's going to be the story of the junglers. We have Caridian versus TJ. Both of them, I think, have been beyond influential in each of their teams finding success throughout the entire season. And seeing them match up here tonight, I'm curious to see what plans they have to counteract their opposing jungler. Because Caridian, TJ, when they do well, their team does well. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to be another question of is TJ Turbo running it on the pony down mid, or is he actually coming to take over the game? And I'm not quite sure which one we'll see, but if TJ comes to perform like he's capable of doing, I think we could have an absolute banger of a game, like you said earlier. Yeah, these two teams really evenly matched, in my opinion, coming from the same side of the bracket and running it back here in the loser bracket quarters.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And we are into pick bans right here. Vert is the word, starting off on blue side, so they'll get first, going to get or give up the counter pick last. And I'm expecting to see a lot of mid lane bans out of them. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we exclusively saw mid lanes. Like just that Ryze, Irelia, even maybe the Yone, which he proved to be so effective on. I mean, the Ryze is a given. I don't think he's played Ryze. Maybe I think he got it once this season and carried pretty hard.
Yeah, Seraphine? I think Seraphine being also just a really, really great champ in TCL, but in general as well, really meta. But yeah, I think Raz is similar to me on Ezreal. It's just like a miracle when it gets through. When it does, it's not a pick for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to flame you for it, but you did pop off just a little bit last night, so I can't. The Seraphine takeaway, I think that's really good. Take it away from Dev or Bully, both of them who can play it. They can flex it around a little bit right there. I doubt you'd put Verd on it, but that still a good takeaway. Irelia, I think that's, as we said, very predictable. No reason not to ban Abarn out. He's going to be his team's carry condition. Like, I think Caridian's the win condition, but Caridian enables Abarn to carry, if that makes sense, you know?
Yeah, I mean, when Abarn literally puts a parking ticket on every time he's not mid, it certainly helps his lane be very influential.
You know what? Sometimes you just got to run a tight ship as a captain.
I know that firsthand. And that's actually, okay, there it is. I was curious if they were going to ban Udyr.
Yeah,
I
get it out of
know
here.
Udyr's still very strong. You know, obviously they warranted as a first pick and ban it here. Udyr, you know, did get some nerfs. I thought it was strong.
Seraphine got some nerfs too.
Pretty well, but yeah, worth the ban. I think it could have gone both ways. I know that TJ loves playing Hecarim, especially in TCL, but in general, another meta pick, so he might have that come through.
Look at those bans.
Predicted
them perfectly. I know.
You feeling like LS right now, man?
I'm telling you, I've never been wrong in the caster booth. My Callista pick was bad, and you guys lost the game because of it.
Yeah, okay. All right. Is that a
we'll return to that flame later. But for the moment, let's see how they round this out. They might ban the Hecarim, maybe the Zillion from Verd. Oh, of course, the Darius. What was I thinking? They have to ban the Darius against Blood. The man is just too comfortable on that champion to leave it on the table. So what do we prioritize first pick?
Good question.
Probably just
safe ADC.
Jungler AD. Or just grab the Zillion for Verd. I don't know if that's like has to be first pick unless they really just want to get counters everywhere else. But safe pick for Zillion, or safe pick on the Zillion against Abarn, really good. Enables TJ and Blood to do what they want to do so well. I tell you what, TJ had some literal pop-off games on Rengar earlier today. I don't think we're going to see that game one of Elimination Night, but it sure would be fun to see later on, you know?
Yeah. Covering Senna here, maybe going for a little bit of that fasting Senna option, or potentially just Senna
Gosh.
carry.
I really just don't like fasting Senna in this league. I don't think it's good. I think you just farm with the Senna, play at ADC. They made a mistake. They didn't make a support champion. They still owe us one. I say as a support player, give me a new
Uh-huh.
champion, please. But yeah, don't bother with the fasting center. Just farm at the center. It's a strong pick. Take that glacial, poke him out of lane. The new, or not the new anymore, but the Rage Blade build is actually so much damage as you scale up with those souls.
Kiana.
That would be interesting. A little hyphy. No.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, we
Cool.
thought. That's on us.
I think that's fine. I think the side of Virtus the Word's not going to mind that at all. That's not a very scary kill lane. Like, that lane doesn't give a lot of pressure, and giving Dev and Bully some time to just, like, farm up, do their own thing is fine. I don't think this game will be decided on the bot side of the map.
Well, I think that you say that, and I think they agree with you by picking two healer support-ish kind of, picks here with Senna and Soraka. Odes of the previous TCL, where Soraka was such a prioritized pick with Lemon,
That's
the
a
man who made
support.
it famous.
That's the Maokai
Yeah.
support right there.
You think it's gonna be support?
I almost guarantee it. Bully was playing it. He played it like 3 games in a row earlier today.
Fair enough.
He likes it into those AP enchanters, especially Morgana, but I guess
Oh.
he's gonna like it into Soraka too. I mean, it's not gonna go jungle. It's not gonna Blood's not gonna play a top. Yeah, that makes sense. Wukong.
Yeah.
Champion is ridiculous right now. Absolutely ludicrous. In fact, once he gets that Gore Drinker, that it really comes online and is such a potent threat in both the 1v1 and the team fight with that AoE knockup. It is something to be feared.
Mm-hmm. Also, Blood piloting it, not too shabby either, as they're going to potentially pick up the Gragas, something Caridian loves to play, or those AP type of junglers, and I can definitely attest to it. His Gragas is kind of clean.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it'd be cool to see the Gragas go top. Tank Gragas top got a tiny. I think they nerfed his Q mana cost by a tiny, or went from like 120 or 120 decreasing with rank to 120 at all ranks. And you tend some people don't even max that in lane though, or in the jungle. So we'll see. I would expect that to be Gragas jungle though. I don't think Hippo's gonna play that top. I mean, what does Hippo even play top?
I was about to say, we're talking about Hippo here. I don't think Hippo
plays Yasuo, right? What else does he
ever
play?
plays tanks. Yeah, doesn't ever play tanks. He plays Aatrox a good amount. Set, obviously. He'll never catch that amount. I think he will throw fit, but yeah, Fiora, another one.
I don't know. It'd be hyphy to see the man on a Yasuo, but we're not going to. Are we going to get 5 Abarn bans? I think we are. And you know, why not?
Yeah, maybe Corki is going to be the last ban if they really want to go for that.
I mean, Abarn can play Azir. We flamed him a few times this season for a couple of alts that have been less than picture perfect.
Less than stellar.
Yeah. But he can play Azir, like, competently enough to do damage on it.
Right.
And against the Zillion, I'm not. Dude, I'm telling you, the man popped off. Like, when he had 30 kills on Rengar in like a 32-minute game, and that was like without just like perma farming. He literally hit RQ and then jumped on them and they died. It was actually so much fun to watch. It's those high roll games that you really look for in the league that make us keep coming back to put ourselves through this pain that is solo queue.
Yeah, let's see if it's on their A-Barn band though. Let's see what they lock in for the 5th and final. Give me Corki. Said. Another 5th and final. It's still going toward A-Barn, but they leave with Corki, which he was, let me say, also very comfortable, very strong on. Might be something
strong pick.
Manamune buffs.
Manamune buffs. Do you know what they are? I have not heard about this.
Yeah, I mean that's why I did the Ezreal build.
Yeah, I still don't know if you should have built that tier, but it's fine.
No, but like I know Tennessee maybe didn't as eloquently put it. He definitely said it loudly, but maybe not so eloquently. That was
That's Tristana or Tristana top. Can Hippo play it?
Tristana mid. 100%.
Okay.
Undo P.
Okay.
I
know that Tristana mid is like really strong into like the TF pick and a few others like that. Just those mages that can't push nearly as hard and aren't good into the all in. Like you dodge those double bombs, then what's Zillion gonna do against you?
Yeah, exactly. Zillion throws out the nope.
What do you think about a support what would that be? A jungle Varus here?
Probably pretty good.
I think the Callista pick is for our boy Toasty. They're flaming all the PvP casters now.
Yeah.
And a Vi to round it out. With 3 jungle bans against the man, I don't know if he had too many of his like S tier picks left. So I think Vi is a fine pickup. Maybe something like Jarvan would have been preferential to me. But Vi does have like the point and click unstoppable ult. So What are we gonna go top against the Wukong?
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say
He's
it's not a
gonna
tank, and
he's
it's
gonna play
not.
Yasuo.
Wow.
Wow. Abarn really just let Hippo have his way this season, I guess.
Um, yeah, I gotta be honest. Looking at the two drafts that I'm looking at, TCF Team Coin Flip looking like I don't even know what. That looks like liquid garbage in my opinion. I'm not
Hmm.
sure. Maybe they can pull it off with some sublime, solo
Yeah.
lane kills. But if that comp doesn't get any solo lane kills, man, I'm not seeing it.
I mean, you really have so many eggs in the Caridian basket, like more than there were before. We were talking about how Caridian does well, his team does well. Like it's very dependent upon that. That kind of seems to be how the coin flips, so to say. But right now, Caridian's your only substantial source of AP damage. Like everyone else is AD. Not that you have anyone who's gonna like super hard stack armor on the other side, but it will be easy to itemize defensively against those carries if it's like say the Tristana that gets fed, right? At the same time, I think the Tristana is going to put a lot of pressure on the Zillion, but Vert is very comfortable on the champion, so we'll see how well he responds to that pressure. I have to imagine the Tristana mid plays similar to the Lucian mid in that it's the lane bully that if you don't win lane by 20 farm, then you didn't really win. Is that fair to say, or does Tristana act a little bit differently in the mid lane?
I think it acts very similar. Builds are similar, but the jump and pop potential, as soon as that Gale Force spike comes in, that bomb ult combo with Gale Force does
Hmm.
a damage like amount that can be a little surprising.
Yeah.
Especially with Tristana, like levels 1 through 6 has a lot of
Wait, you
pressure on
go
Zillion.
Gale Force and not Kraken Slayer on Tristana?
Yeah, for sure. I
Okay.
mean, he might build differently. There's not a lot of tanks in this game, so I'd be surprised if he didn't go Gale
Sure.
Force, obviously. But
Sure.
to the person who picked it, the choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you go Gale Force on it, you got a lot of nuclear jumps, basically.
You know what
A lot of
seems
kill potential with it.
terrifying right now to this Senna and Soraka? Like Wukong Vi flank. Like it's just going to
Mhm.
absolutely destroy them. I
No,
mean,
yeah.
neither team has any sort of like actual frontline tank. I think that Maokai is going to go Imperial Mandate and do that like bit of. I mean, probably Imperial Mandate to like an off tank build, like Imperial Mandate into tank. I don't think you need to get more AP there because you don't need the damage from the Maokai.
Right.
But I mean, you got to get something for those saplings, right? You need the lane presence, or else the Maokai pick's not nearly as good. But yeah, that's Senna and that's Soraka. I would not want to be playing them against this Wukong and this Vi with no real peel. Because I feel like Gragas is going to be more focused on the engage as your kind of your team's only source of engage. Like you got to hit a nasty body slam flash or ult to get the Yasuo in there. And then like Tristana can jump and follow up. But that's pretty much your team's only avenue into a fight that I'm seeing.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. And, they're going to have to play it kind of like you just said, too. If Senna sees a Vi on the screen, the only really
Hmm.
defense she has against that is hitting her E pretty much immediately going into the Shroud and being
Hmm.
untargetable for a while. Because otherwise,
Yeah.
yeah, there's not a ton of escape potential with that.
Can we talk about how many new untargetable champions there are in this game? It's ridiculous, but that's a
Yeah.
conversation for a
But,
different day.
hey, at least Viego's disabled, right? So I'll get there.
Yeah, at least he's disabled for the rest of this season
Yeah, I
of
think everyone's
TCL.
okay with that, to be
I
honest.
mean,
Maybe I'm wrong, but
look at what we could do with this Wombo though. If Wukong gets a bit of a flank, knocks a few up, Zillion ult over top, MF ult over top, or even the Maokai ult to start it off.
sure.
There's a lot of zone control coming out of the side of the Vert is the word team, and I mean, yeah, I got to say it straight up. Like, I like their draft so much better right now.
Oh, you're going to find no argument here, man. No
This is
argument here.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, Team Coin Flip, the masters of the flip, are really thinking that their lanes are going to land on heads and actually get some big leads. So
Hmm.
if they don't, man, if they don't get any leads in lane, Yasuo, Tristana, Senna need some time to scale. Like, it's
Yeah,
looking
you
a
know what doesn't need
bit
the time to
tricky.
scale? Like Vi and Wukong. Both of those champions do great with one item.
Exactly, man. I think Critty is he's gonna have a tough one this game, keeping it level.
Mm.
Hopefully, he can be impactful on the map. Otherwise, it's gonna be an interesting game.
Maybe emphasis on the int, the
Yeah, but like
classic.
here we're chatting, and like 100%, they're just gonna absolutely stop them. Like they're
Yeah, no,
just
it,
all
it
gonna
could
get like,
happen, right? If they get ahead,
yeah.
like that team has so much damage. And
Mm-hmm.
like Caridian has to go damage. Like he has
Not
to
only
go
they have
AP,
damage,
right?
but Tristana push turrets with the bomb on top of it
Hmm.
can really snowball the lead. So we'll see
Does
how it plays out.
Tristana ult count as a knockup?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So there's another engage for the Yasuo.
I mean, I think someone in chat was like, "Let's see the 4-man Tristol." I'm here for it. I don't know if we're gonna see it, but
It
maybe.
could happen. It could happen.
I'm here for it, like I said, man. I want to see that play. I'd love to call that. The miracles do happen.
I'm pretty hyped to get. You know what? Let's start it off spicy. Give me some sort of invade. I'm sure it won't come from Blood's team. that man is about as. Oh gosh.
You can find it.
I can't find a.
You
PG,
can find it.
I can't find a PG comparison, so we're just gonna say he's straight edge. You know, he's
yeah.
He's by the book. He's by the book.
Yeah. One of those undercover cops that doesn't want to do anything actually illegal. I got you.
Oh my gosh. Bro, starting the Maokai support off with what Maokai support does. Although Critine might take a bit of an early trade here that he's not going to like too much.
Yep, nope, and already punishing the invade. Critine having to blow flash for just trying to...
I don't think he had to blow flash there.
I agree, but also kind of a little bit on coin flip there. If they're going to go push him for that ward, they need to bring people with them.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, Vi starts Q, which isn't what Vi wants to start. I think she wants to start those concussive blows, her E, to get those auto attack resets for the AoE camps as well. But I mean, it's not the end of the world.
No, and I think she'd happily say, hey, I traded my ability for a flash. We'll take that one for a bit.
True. It does look like Vi did get the sweeper and is going to start bot side. Critine's making his way down there as well. We do see 2 wards on the red buff on red side, and then 2 river wards for blue. Both focused on the top, so I think we're going to have mirrored jungle pathing, which is different than we saw, I think, every single game we started opposite side. So maybe we'll see some top scuttle fights this time around. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, okay, and we'll notice here, Abarn actually hasn't leveled a skill to stop the wave from pushing too hard or anything. So those bombs, like on the executed minion, is not going to push this wave in too hard, knowing they can get him out of position. Also, a little bit of a note call to the bot lane. Spurg opting for the D-Blade into a MF and Maokai lane, I think is ambitious. He's going to take, quite a bit of poke damage. Hope he gets healed up by Soraka and his own Q is the idea, but we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah. So, question about what you were just referencing. Not leveled in ability. I thought that was specific to the passive of the W.
Specific to the passive of the E, correct.
The E, okay.
So if he doesn't put a point to E when he's level 1, then it's not going to start pushing the wave out.
So, I mean, what's to say he didn't level Q there?
I mean, fair enough. I hear what you're saying. I'm just saying there was
Yeah. You have the benefit of the doubt there. No doubt. We do see the Ignite versus the Exhaust in terms of summoners coming out of the supports, but at the same time, we have an extra TP for the side of Verd is the word. Abarn opted for that Ignite, as we were talking about, similar to the Lucian playstyle, right? Like, you're going to board the lane, you're going to pressure it. You want to have that solo kill power.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if you're looking for kills in the level 1 through 5 range before his lane. Does get his ultimate, heavy Ignites.
Yeah, we talked about it not being too big of a deal because he traded for Flash, but the Vi is a little behind on tempo right now. He's just starting his 4th camp. He's probably a good 10 seconds behind. I think that Q start hurt more than it may have appeared. Definitely worth the Flash trade still, but he is behind on the clear. And Gragas is going to have first rotation either that top lane gank, which he's pinging for right now, or that Crab Prio itself.
Yeah, and that's what we were also talking about just in Champ Select. Caridian's going to have a bit of a tougher time with these champions he's playing against. Get a little bit of a skirmish for this topside scuttle. Abarn does have priority, so he should...
Yeah, I think Abarn should have priority to make this super free. I don't actually know why TJ's wasting his time, because both his top and mid were pushing. TJ's just
He's trying to watch it, Say sayonara to the crab. Nothing wrong with that.
I guess. Dev, not the greatest stop for the E there. Could have just ran out of the poke instead, but whatever. Bully 100% out of mana right now. Yeah, what is that?
That lane is going to start to look real yikes. As Abarn gets a good jump in, the Ignite's down. Going to look for the solo kill. Flashes forward. W forward 2 gets the first blood solo kill. That's what we were talking about.
The man flashing his mastery. He likes to say that he's the best ADC in TCL.
Meanwhile, topside though, Hippogriff going to get... Oh, great prediction flash, knowing TJ would follow it up too for that. Knockup CC, very good. I think somewhere right now, Toasty's having an aneurysm and a Tristana getting a first blood solo kill.
I'm just saying, that could have been you.
It could have been,
Could have been you.
Now, I don't want to argue the points and cons here, but like, let's both be honest, Callista mid would have been better, right?
Should we talk about the fact that she gets 15% bonus attack speed when her bonded person is nearby?
Doesn't sound important.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
Just what this comp needed right onto the Tristana.
Yeah, Callista doesn't need attack speed. I forgot.
Truer words, man. Truer words. But now, really great solo kill pick up there from Abarn.
Yeah, no.
Certain the dominance.
Oh, Blood just missed a cannon. Just call that out for everyone on stream. Missed a cannon.
But yeah, Bird not having Flash now too and Teleport means he's very susceptible to this happening just again. He's only level 5, and once Persona gets his ultimate, just gonna have to flash away there from Bully on the bot side, by the way.
Yeah, talking about the Zillion.
Talking
about the Zillion without Flash, you know his Flash is almost backup because he blew it so early. That would be Caridian's. Almost off cooldown. Vi traded their Flash, or her Flash, for Hippo's Flash in the top lane. Also, great flashes by both of them right there. Frame perfect, I think. Like, actually appeared where the other one disappeared. Hate to see it for the Vi, but love to see it for Hippo. Definitely saved his life right there. And I think, yeah, it's looking really good for this side of the coin flip right now. But
yeah,
they've been known to int away larger leads than this, and I'd barely call it a lead at the moment. 1K
yeah,
up.
1K gold at coin flip. That's just that's a challenge more than anything.
Yeah, Rookstout calling out that Abarn went Hail of Blades instead of press the attack, which I love the press the attack on Persona. I really, really do. I think getting the burst on that bomb makes you... It's a different sort of play style, you know? But it's just getting that thing stacked up and making it go boom. That's what it's about.
I think there's two schools of thought there. Halo Blades is going to let you get the 4th proc on the bomb earlier, which is a lot of times way more important, especially when you get that pen coming through onto Persona with Collector.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Pop it's getting versus like PTA, which is like sustained continued damage after.
Yeah, I mean PTA has its own little pop too.
Yeah.
Blood going for something spicy with 6.
I'm gonna look on the Hippo as he's gonna get the gank coming in as well from TJ. There's no doubts here the Hippo's dead probably with no flash, and yeah.
Oh, TJ takes the kill. Wouldn't be super happy about that if I was Blood, but does get the easy first kill. I think Hippo managed. Oh, jump in from A-Barn.
Damage down. Double bomb not in the same correct time slotting, I guess is the way I'm gonna word that.
Caridian has flash.
Does have flash. No flash on Ver, but is level 6. Caridian also level 6. Could look for the pop out.
Caridian not level 6. Yeah, so with that kill top, evened it back up. Gold Leaf pretty even. Second crab going over top 2. Caridian. Drake is on the board. We'll have a Mountain Drake first, which means we might get something fun for our soul. Fingers crossed for that Ocean Drake that makes the teams go absolutely crazy to prevent that from happening. I mean, tell me that's not just like the most broken thing. Sure. It's ludicrous that they're allowed to, that it's allowed to exist, but it's a pretty steady early game here. Definitely a bit of a lead, not even a bit of a lead, a tiny lead built up for the side of coin. This game, pretty even. I do like to see the armor out of the Zillion early. I mean, I think the defensive AP components are so strong, both the Verdant Berry and the Seeker's Arm Guard. They both warrant like specking into early, although it delays that Mythic just a little bit. Hippo coming mid right now, trying to see if he might be able to get something done. Yeah. Blood does have the Mia Pings top, though. Looks like they're just making a play on this Drake.
Yeah, Hippo's in a kind of a bad late spot against this Wukong already, so already trying to find some sort of sneaky other play. They're going to lose a ton of CS for this Dragon. Honestly, might be even worth for Bird is the word just to give this one up because Blood's going to get such a huge amount of free XP, turret plating, and really start to dominate with that 1v1 against the Yasuo.
And we talked about what Blood's going to do to this team later on. I mean, every lead he gets right now is just going to matter so much. But at the same time, 8-minute Drake, not bad. You know, start those stacking. Soul point is going to matter. Second Drake is Infernal, so which means there's still the chance of the Ocean Soul. Although I would prefer never to see it in my games. I'm not playing right now, so.
Oh, Reform Boy going all the way in on the Soraka. Open the MF coming in, going to force the flash out of Soraka as Berg is now going invisible, getting some traded out onto Devious. He doesn't have his ult. Berg getting healed up too as he goes, but he is not level 6 yet from what I can see on my screen. A little bit pixelated on my end, but not quite able to win that out. Bully seeing their level 6 difference on the ADC being Devious and thought, hey, a good time to engage and blows the flash on the Soraka. So
the flash and the heal from the Senna that came out as well. So it took a couple of summoners volley, and we'll see. I don't know if those are really... I mean, maybe prove me wrong in a couple minutes.
Radiant and Bird now going to duke it out a little bit. Ulti you very great bomb from Caridian right as TJ was going in. Going to flash ult onto A-Barn though, and oh, what a roam from Mr. Bully as A-Barn going to flash away now. Gets the shield from the Senna. Second knockup coming in for... Oh boy. Doesn't get the knock cone that he needed, and he's going to drop for it. Ignite is on TJ. He's going to go to about 1 HP after his bomb. He dies from it actually, so 1 for 1 there. Really well played from A-Barn. Gonna now fight for this red buff. Radiant getting some damage down. Double bomb lands. That's huge. This could be 2 more kills for free. Hippo does land the ult. Gonna go for some big damage. Does get another trade kill, but it's still a 2-for-1 Blood. Picking up 2 kills, double buff, and a red buff.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, that was going really, really well when Ablar managed to trade a kill for his death. But while Verd was the word, I think was more focused on getting out than anything else. They got overcommitted into by coin flip. Bro was not able to match the roam. Did try to contribute to his ult. Didn't make enough of a difference. I mean, it was a good play by. I think it wasn't a bad play by Credine and Hippo. They hit the double knockup, had the double ult, but the damage just isn't there. We talked about how these champions need a few items to really be the champions that they want to be. And right now, Blood with the Iron Spike Whip is just so much more deadly than that Yasuo, who was sitting on boots at the time.
Yeah, and I think it's about to get really gross in that top lane right about now. Already down about 25 CS, and the fight comes in, but he does have double buffs, so Hippo's going to go to like 1 HP.
Hippo
the
should
clone
not go
actually
back
getting
in here.
more damage on the Hippo. And now Blood's in a 1v1 though. Critting pretty strong, might be able to pick up the kill. Big shutdown if he does. Blood trading back and forth, does get some good hits on. Going to jump forward, maybe get the red buff proc on the Hippo. The shield procs as well, but the Critting kill, gonna get the shutdown. Hippo 1 HP, but plays that fight pretty well to stay alive through it all.
Yeah,
just as we sung his praises, Blood does Blood things.
So we talked about, man. He's consistent, if nothing else.
Yeah, we gotta give that to him. Take a huge lead, give him for free, give it right back. Those buffs.
He hadn't backed yet. He did just finish his Gore Drinker though. Wukong may have died and the gold may have gone over to Critine, but he is still terrifying and only scaling.
Yeah.
I don't know where that champion scaling came from, but just like Pantheon, came out of nowhere.
Oh my god. A flash forward go all the way through on the Bromance. So he does get the kill up. TP coming through from the side of the coin flip. Gonna try and try on the Devis, who kills flashes away. Another TP coming in. Wukong gonna be able to turn this around. They're still going deep for it. I mean, I don't know what they're thinking. Spur gonna drop to Blood. They do get a kill there on the Hippo onto the ADC. Dev drops for it. Now Blood gonna out ulti on the clone. We've all been there, right? Blood gonna get some more autos in. Hippo running for his life. 1 HP. Is he gonna get out with this? First Josh gonna do some damage. East back forward. Nothing doing. Blood picks up another one, and that's a big monkey.
I would just
animal
say,
control.
I've never ultied a Wukong clone before with Yasuo. Never happened. I'm just too good.
Yeah. Have you played Yasuo?
Not once in my life, no.
Yeah. Okay.
Great play in the bot lane there with the TP match by the top laners. Blood went from 3-1 to 5-1. The man, after being shut down a mere 3 minutes ago, has a bounty on his head once again, although Spurg looking to get some damage down.
Forward. I don't know how much they're going to get out of this. Critting trying to come over, too, to get something onto him. Gives it up, knowing they're going to get nothing doing there. Dev just smartly roam top lane, going to the open lane, getting the free farm. Doesn't want to chop too much XP or gold there, so smart lane positioning from him, but he's going to get the reset after this wave push, potentially. Hopefully don't give a kill away to Hippo, and back to normal farming, where Blood's really, really, really looking to take over the game.
Yep, no doubt. They do have the first Drake on the board. Next one's coming up here in 25 seconds. Will be that Infernal Drake. Blood with no T, Hippo with no TP. Dev stuck in the top lane right now, but honestly, if I have to have either my ADC or my top laner there in this situation, I'm fine with having having the Wukong in the mix.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's fine. Honestly, if you can just hold the pressure. Obviously, they knew Hippo just blew his TP, so he's not going to be available for the fight. And yeah, like you said, I'd rather take... the Yasuo's got 2 kills out of the fight as opposed to MF, who may only be 0-1 and 3. Obviously, the ult's very impactful, so if Dev maybe just cleared the wave and walked down, but doesn't want to give any turret plating freebies.
Mana.
Over.
That's an interesting... Is it sort of like the same... Oh, never mind. Talk about that in a second.
Yeah, bit of a trade there from
Critting all comes up. That's
he's going to go all in, and that's probably the Drake for free right there after that play.
That's the S key bait that you do on Wukong. Just hit S for a second, make him think you cloned. In invis, but nope, that looks like a free second Drake take. Yeah, we see the bot lane of coin flip backing, just giving that up. Dev doing a good job holding on top, not giving up any plates, catching that farm.
Yeah,
farming up
here. It's more about just not dying, because any lead that you give to Hippo is going to be really important for getting back into it with Blood. But as it stands right now, I think if really took any fight with Blood, it would just go very, very, very poorly.
Oh, there's no chance that Hippo can. I mean, Blood has the Gore Drinker and boots, or yeah, a plated steel cap. Sorry, it took me a second to remember what Ninja Tabby are called now. But it's just going to be absolutely demolished. Hippo doesn't have his mythic yet, but we do see mythics for the other 3 members. Yeah, we just got a quick flash out there. But
there might be a fight bot side. I'm not sure. Spurg going a little bit to half, having to be forced away, and yeah, actually Blood's down there, getting a freebie onto Spurg, and there was an ulti there from Bromanzilla. That's all the way past the turret, and my goodness, he's going to go all the way back in, looking for another kill on Soraka. He's going to find it, flashes away, double kill for free under turret. That's a bad game state to find yourself in.
Not for free. He traded his flash there, sir.
Okay, you know what? Respect, respect. He did
Taking
trade
a quick
flash.
look at these gold leads, he is now 2K on
Yep.
the Yasuo. That's
I mean, it's
a lot
only
of
14.
gold.
Wait, Yasuo died too? Did we miss that one?
Yasuo did die. I think he got 2v1 by the Maokai.
Well, he's got a kill. Someone died. Deb died for it, it looks like. And it looks like the kill maybe went over to
The
Bully there.
I think. Yeah,
On the
Bully
2v1.
got it.
Sure. And they pick up the turret topside too, so that death actually expands more gold across the map as topside's under siege. Blood picks up a turret. Wow. Really,
yeah, Blood
really
is
hot early game.
spiraling this game out of control, and Crittian, he's pretty fit. He has his Night
Yeah,
Harvester.
think,
But I mean, at the same time, the Vi has their Triforce rate. TJ hasn't done a ton this game, more than Crittian looking at the scoreboard. But it's just that we've been so focused on Blood's plays for the side of Verd's the Word that TJ's contributions have fallen a little bit under the radar. Blood's making those flashy solo plays left and right. Verd walks over a ward, goes back for it, hopefully. Nope, just going to leave it there. Okay.
Now the real question is, does Blood get a birthday like buff? Is that what
That's
this,
true.
Is that what
it is his birthday. Everyone in the chat wish Blood a happy birthday.
Yeah. I mean, is that what we're looking at?
He's hoping
right
that this is the year that he finally makes it to 6'2".
here? Yeah, I think that's what he's thinking about. Happy birthday to the dude. Popping off right now. See if we can keep it going. You want to fight for those Rift Herald. Some positioning being made. Pink's in that little bush there.
I think it's
Pixel
a good
Brush,
play.
they're going to look to go in. Ulti from Crittian to get him away. Might be a little premature as Dev gets a nice ulti. He's going to actually steal the Rift Herald with it as they're going to try to kill Crittian for Reform Bully, following him all the way. Going to get the kill there. Meanwhile, they do try to kill back onto TJ from Spurg. The ulti came over the top as well, coupled with A-Barn's bomb cycle.
That's
but
a 3-4.
oh boy, it's a monkey's time. Getting some kills there. Picks up the...
Hey, Barn, what are you doing there?
Oh gosh, coming back in, trying to help his team. Also going to drop some blood.
No.
That's
No,
tough.
A-Barn had no right to walk up right there. That was
he's
ridiculous.
spinning to win at this point. Gosh, this game's out of control now.
Monkey has 2 full items.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's a rift that was stolen away by Devil. So
That's going to be 2 turrets mid. Didn't even get the first charge off on the tier 2.
I'm not sure they'll get the full second turret, but
if not, Blood's going to get the top turret.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
if they're only responding to this one, Blood's gonna, he's gonna fall back, maybe? I'm not sure. So maybe
I don't
it's
think
too
they
early.
Quite enough.
Yeah,
Well, it is
not-
17 minutes in the game.
I forget it's only
We'll
17
a
minutes in the
bit.
game because there's already 20 kills.
Right, yeah, it's looking a little bit like a yikes from the TCF.
Yeah,
Team
this
Top
is
and
the TCL
Ultimate Fortnite.
content that I'm here for. Seeing one person get ridiculously fed and seeing how well their team can support it.
Yep. I mean, that's why you picked the Zillion, that monkey.
Yeah, call outs in the chat. Is it actually possible for Zillion to ult the Wukong clone? Is that an interaction that the game allows? If so, that's
I gotta
hilarious.
imagine. I gotta imagine that's possible. I don't know
there's
this
no
game at
way.
all.
There's no way you can do that, right?
People think I play this game. It's actually a carbon copy. My little brother's playing.
Yeah. Daniel Tomko's playing
Yeah,
some...
Daniel's on the keyboard when I'm in the game.
Amazing.
Yeah, otherwise the map state already down 4K, 17 minutes in. Spurg a ways away from getting that Rage Blade, which is probably what he needs to start to be a little more, I don't know, damage oriented on that Senna. Otherwise, Crittian 1 and 2 does have his Night Harvester. Bird walking forward, gonna get a bomb out. Hippo looking for the kill here. I'm gonna be able to get onto him, knock him up. Silence coming through. Great play there from the Soraka as they pop TJ back under turret. Blood though here with the huge Wukong also gonna kill right there on the Senna. Gonna follow it up for another kill onto the Yasuo, and he's it's too fed. Even winning fights or losing fights at this point.
Exactly what we said last time. Or not last time, sorry, at the beginning of the game. It's just that, what is that Senna and the Soraka going to do when Blood goes spinning in there? Absolutely nothing. And in that case, like, he had his entire team to follow up. But honestly, if it was a 2v1, Blood showed us that he already won that. And that was like 4 kills ago. So
I mean, he's 11 and 1 on the Wukong at 18 minutes, which has almost put him on a kill a minute. That's what you're looking to see.
If he was good, he'd really have a kill a minute, but he's okay, I guess.
I think he took it personal, like the Jordan, documentary when we said music by top
I
laner,
took that
and
shit
he was
personally.
Really trying to say something right now on his birthday.
Yeah, man, it's his birthday. They're having some
It's
fun.
birthday buff. It's all it is.
Birthday buff. It's like it was those diamond cheat codes, the birthday buff. Sometimes
The
you just
birthday
gotta
buff?
you gotta do what it takes to win this league.
Yeah, and he's gonna pick up Sterix next probably for another shield on top of it all.
Why? And I think you get the
boy.
lifeline passive, which gives you all that lifesteal when it procs, right? And tenacity.
Boy, drinker. Oh boy.
Yeah. Let's see. Do we have any healing cuts coming out from the other side? No.
I mean, people are just completing their core items. That monkey's just so far ahead. It's like you can't even blame him.
I mean, at the same time, Blood's far enough ahead to maybe spec into some heal cut himself. There's a Soraka and the Senna, but maybe pure damage is enough. I guess they don't have a chance to heal if they're literally
I don't
gray
think he's
screened.
really hurting to kill him, as we just saw from that little tower dive.
Yeah, that's fair,
Man's
that's fair.
Avarn's sitting back with his 2 items going, what the heck happened this game?
Yeah. So top lane? Question mark?
Yeah, some pings. What's going on up there?
I mean, it's always jungle diff, so I feel for Caridia.
I mean, I also know Hippo, and 100% the game wasn't his fault, right?
According to...
Of course.
Of course. Yeah. Wait, why would it? He's on his main champion.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just wanted to let that be known.
Hippo doesn't lose on Yasuo. His team loses around him.
It's not a Hippo diff, right? Like, definitely a team diff.
Okay, we're flaming a little hard here. Let's let up on the man. He's had a rough enough time. He's doing you know what? Let's give him some credit. Doing a good job keeping even in farm. This Soraka is very
Flash is away here. They're gonna fight on. TJ is really far forward. Gonna be rooted too by the Senna, and that is a lot of damage from Abarn. Like how he said, he does have 2 items. They have to remember their Fed member's Blood. They can't really do a ton necessarily just without him, and Blood's gonna clone forward, get ulted right back. Gotta pay a lot of respect to the monkey. If he gets on top of you, that could be a lot of deaths for free.
Yeah, at least 2, I'd say. Especially if Abarn's... I think, yeah, you can interrupt the Tristana jump with the ult.
Yep.
Knock her out of it. We'll see how well Blood can play that.
Away. They're looking for this fight. All in on the clone, really letting it know who's boss.
I mean, we talked about it before. That team has a lot of damage floating around between the Yasuo, Gragas, Tristana, and Senna. It's just, do they get a chance to get it off before they die?
Yeah. Well, I mean, kind of remains to be seen still. So far, not so good. But
so far is just so much bigger than everyone else's.
I mean, it's going to be even worse, too, when he completes Stairs, which might be what he's going back for right now. That shield's going to add on top of it all, and that monkey's going to be darn near unkillable just with the items he has.
He did TP in there when TJ...
Eric's comes through.
Yeah, 3 items and boots at 21 minutes. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, it's only 21 minutes.
I mean, Abarn's farming very well. He's almost at 10 CS a minute. And he is... Let's see how much gold he is behind Blood. Yeah,
3K.
He's 3K, 2.5K down on the monkey. Meanwhile, if we look at the Yasuo, who is himself 4K down, that is Blood's a menace. You know what? Let's say someone else's name. Bromanzilla. Okay, back to Blood.
You did say his name. I gotta give you credit for it. It's tough not to talk about, man. I mean, he's 11-1. He's basically solo carrying this game as a
They have some tools to do. I mean, they have the Ignite. They can try to kite it out. It's just, I think it'll take everything they have to kill Blood, and then what do you do about the Vi, who's 30 CS up on your jungler, right? What do you do about the Zillion, who's going to bring that monkey back to life when you manage to kill him once?
Yeah.
The MF doesn't have a ton of items, but still going to have that ult over top doing some damage.
I mean, that was what I was about to say. As the Spurg is way overextended, going to go all the way in, immediately gets popped by Blood and Devious there, and they're going to go even further. They're going to get another freebie on the Hippo. I don't know what they were thinking stepping so far forward. No turret as a recompense. Abarn trying to get as much damage as he can. That Steric Shield going to keep Blood alive like we talked about. Yeah, 2 for nothing.
I guess if you count Blood's clone as just as useful as the Spurg is right now, then that was a 5v5. But I would like to point out that was actually a 4v5.
He did gonna queue forward. Blood is kind of low here, so we gotta be a little careful. Radiant's gonna have to go into zone. He's fully going pretty low, gonna W forward, goes get shut down by Tristana. Now Dev is gonna come forward, get some more damage. Ignite's ticking on Abarn. Caridian playing this very well. Remember, he was 1 HP when he went into zone. He's just limping it out.
Wow, I am shocked he made it out alive. That's incredible.
Yeah. With all that, Abarn just picked up a free kill.
1 for 1. Spurg died at the beginning of that whole thing.
Oh, I mean, I'm calling that 2v2 way over. I'm talking about the next skirmish. That was a 1 for us.
Okay, sure. You know, take their... you gotta adjust the data to make those wins show where you need them, but...
It had been like 20 seconds. I'm willing to call it a new fight.
Okay, Bird.
People looking for it. He's all alone. They're on the dragon. Dev is locked in on it. Dragon Blood, they're gonna get it. Ulti coming forward. Great play by Caridian. Gets onto Bloodbath. They've gone, who's also very low. No Sterics this time. They might be able to shut down the monkey, but look at that Gore Drinker. Holy moly. You get the 1K shutdown. Hippo picks it up. That's the Yasuo coming online. And hey, that's a comeback mechanic. 1K shutdown.
Not going down without a fight.
When you're down 4K and you just get a 1K for free, that's a comeback right there. Already up to only like 3.5K down now.
I mean, we talk about how much gold Blood has. He has all of the gold for his team. They're down 2K or 3K right now. That's really not too. That's not insurmountable by any means when you have the sort of champions they do. And honestly, Blood, if you know Blood as a player at all, you know he will just never take Ignite top. That's one of his summoner rules. The other one is I hate exhaust, and it's stupid to get it out of my game. Bromanzilla has exhaust. That's going to do a lot to cut the Monkey's DPS in that backline. Honestly, though, Verd was just out of position there, trying to zone them off of the dragon when he should have maybe just been peeling back, helping them finish it sooner, so they could all exit bot side together. They end up trading 2 kills on the back of that, but they do pick up the 3rd Drake, which puts them at Soul Point.
Yeah, and huge props to Caridian there. I don't know if you noticed, but in that pit there, spotted out potentially or just predicted Blood cloning away and actually got the body slam onto him, forcing him to flash out of the pit, but ended up still dropping, knowing he's going to die either way. They go back in, pick up a kill on Bromanzilla, but they'll take that 1k trade any day of the week. So really well played from Caridian.
Yeah, when you're level 700 at this video game, I would expect you to have those sort of mechanics by now.
Yeah, absolutely. No, Caridian's been playing really on
Flame. No Flame. He's been doing very, very well. The man has played Gragas before, and he shows it every time he gets a chance to play the champion. Blood.
Oh,
gonna
boy.
face check.
It's
like,
funny, too.
No, there's only 3 of us.
Oh, wow.
There's
Vi
only
already
3 of
killed
us.
Ferg, so this is already a negated fight, as Abarn does kill Dev, but he's going to drop himself. Just kidding. W's over the wall. Has to flash away, too. Hippo's going to drop an ulti onto Blood, so not getting any value there, as they're going to get a wipe here. I'm not quite sure what happened, but yikes. Hippo doing what he can. Quadra kill on the Vi. Pardon me. That's a free Baron, and that could be the key to unlock and end the game.
One of the freest Barons I've ever seen. They tried to set up that trap on Blood on the tri-bush top, but they got flanked by the other 4 members of the opposing team. As many, I mean, if you just have a counter going, we've said Blood's time more than we've said, like, any other word this entire stream. But he does have 4 teammates, and the 4 teammates have been getting gold.
Yeah, and we didn't quite see it, but, I mean, Quadrigal on the Vi, they found Spurg almost immediately. Questionable positioning, perhaps. And you see that ward in that bush right there, right outside the Baron area, and I assume that they got the pick intel there. Got the quick, easy kill onto Spurg, the ADC. Took out a lot of damage when that fight started. Reform Bully coming through and getting a lot of CC. Follow-up onto Abarn, who was able to W over the wall, but in the end came down and died. And then finally, Hippo did what he could, but it was not quite enough with that many members and him alone.
Yeah, that was something. If we take another quick glance at the gold, if we could, Mr. Producer, sir. Thank you, Droid, doing a great job. We see how far ahead Blood is, 3k, but you know who else is, you know who's 4k above their lane opponent? Yeah, that would be the Vi. After that series of events, Green's doing his absolute best to play well, but you know, when you're down, what is it, like 6 kills and 60 farm, you better be playing perfectly, because that's a lot of stat difference to make up.
For sure. Now, this is going to be a lot of siege coming through with the Baron, and they do have the Zillion, which gives a lot of control over those turret areas, throwing out the bombs to set them back and let them get the turret down. On top of that, they got some tanks. I mean, Blood is strong enough to really go in under turret and not be too fearful, especially with the bird all over the top.
Yeah, Blood, an absolute menace, going for, looks like, that Death's Dance for his 4th item, because, you know, let's get more lifesteal, and it's make me harder to kill. Why not? Blood just solo banging on this turret while his team
they're coming back.
Vision.
Tries to stop the flank, gets an Eon to TJ, who's going to take a lot of damage, but Blood's going to get a huge 3-man knockup. Zillion is down on TJ, so if they get some good fights here, they might be able to. Pops the ult there. TJ going down. Great wind wall from Hippo, blocking a lot of the damage. They're going to get the stun back onto Blood, who's going to come back in, get a ton of damage down to Bromanzilla. That is a very, very low Soraku. In the end, drops. Hippo doing what he can to get a kill. Does not quite pick it up on the TJ as Triumph comes through. Sprayerg himself ignited, very low Q damage, doing what he can. Abarn with a sick ult to stop some of the dash in from the Monkey, but it's not going to be enough. He's too fed, too strong, and that'll be the game.
That is a 4-for-1 with Baron at 25-ish, 28 minutes. Wow, 28 minutes, made it all the way here with the Monkey as fed as he was.
Yeah.
And it looks like that is going to be
Caster
all she wrote. Bit of a spectator bug to end it out. But I think we can all safely assume we know what happened. With the shortest death time to be in this rock at 17. Next up is the Yasuo at 28. I think it's fair to say that they closed that one out without too many problems.
Yeah,
wow.
Okay,
so Blood Show Part 7, I guess, for their season. Blood definitely topping the damage charts. Hippo tried to make some plays in that late game, but I tell you what, that Tristana pick, it did well, but I don't think it did well enough for them to really make it work, you know?
I am so far from agreeing with that. I am putting 0 of this on Abarn.
No,
unless you're putting it on his draft, then I agree.
I think the draft was scuffed from the beginning.
So bad.
Like, I mean, it's and what do you fix about that? I mean, you can
Yeah,
put
I
Hippo on a
think
tank.
first and foremost, having some form of CC besides, I don't know, a Gragas and a Senna probably would be a little more impactful.
I
But
agree.
yeah, the Tristana got big damage, got plenty of kills, and if you're looking for that mid lane to do stuff like that, like
Hmm.
had good siege potential, has that push, the pick couldn't operate under the circumstances. We talk
No.
about it, like you said, too much perhaps at this point, but that monkey was just too fed. And then no CC other than like some incidental ones coming over from Spurg or some incidental silences coming from the Soraka, who God forbid was anywhere on the map close to that monkey. But
True.
with no CC top lane, and I gotta call it, man, it's Hippo's absolute inability and desire to ever play a tank that's gonna probably hold this team back a little bit because
Like,
that
he
comp with the
actually
front
can't play
line
a
is gonna
tank.
look a little different. No, he just
Yeah,
refuses to play it.
that's interesting.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, it is what it is. They have the teammates they have, no flame.
yeah.
But without the tank and that front line, it made it so difficult for them to operate and maneuver because Blood could just slice through. There was no CC he had to worry
Hmm.
about besides the Gragas, really. And
Yeah.
otherwise, he was face first into the backline.
Yeah. Let's
And we
point out
saw it.
one more
That was
thing.
disgusting.
One more thing I want to point out before we go into break here before game two. That Maokai support damage
Yeah. I
more
mean, Bully
than the
was all over him.
Tristana. Those sapling damages, and he was making some plays. He was a little far forward at points, not quite as tanky as he might have thought he was in his head. But that's a pick that did pan out for their team. Zillion not doing too much there, but he had an R button, and that was plenty at times. TJ, I think, KSing more than anything else to make his stat line look good. Critty doing all he could to hang on. But that was a GG's well played from Blood, and the rest of Vert is the word. Taking game one off of Team Coinflip. Stay tuned to see what happens in game two. Welcome back, everybody, to game 2 of the second night of elimination play. This could be the last time we see Team Coinflip take their places on the Rift. They are fighting for survival right before our very eyes. Joining me on the desk, as before, is my man, Elusive ADC Ezreal Main Extraordinaire. How you feeling tonight?
Yeah, still feeling good. Still feeling good. Not an Ezreal one trick as Blood would have you believe. Do play
Okay,
other
okay.
champs. Do play other champs. Um, yeah, no, I'm excited. I think Team Coinflip is gonna have to change up some stuff and draft big time if they want to come
Okay.
back and win these games
What
because
do they change?
they gotta get CC in some form, man. They just do. Caridian being the only one on the team with it, let Blood just run like a train right through him. I mean, it
Hmm.
was
Yeah.
nonstop to Brooklyn on that squad, man. It was not a good time.
So do you let the Seraphine through then? Like you have to change up something.
I think you just change what you're picking. I don't know how Hippo
Okay.
allowed himself to get a Yasuo pick. Like it just didn't provide enough for their team comp. Like I
Yeah,
get
when
that
you
you're looking at the Gragas barrel plays, but Blood was way too far ahead, and maybe he thought he could do
Mhm.
something to Blood in the solo lane. But you gotta pay him some respect. He is a darn good top laner.
Yep. And that was the counter pick too. That's your red side advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, getting rid of the Zillion, so that means we're dropping at least one of the previous bans, which were Darius, Udyr, and Seraphine. So one of those three is getting through. So they might be first picking something. I don't think Crittian plays the Udyr, so perhaps looking to take the Seraphine away with the first pick blue side.
Yeah, could be.
I think
Uh,
Blood Bath and Beyond's team does like the exact same thing. Just ban out Abarn. Why
yeah.
not?
I
Rise
mean, it
Irelia
worked.
Yone.
It
Do
worked,
it.
you know. Why change a strat that worked, you know?
Yeah, and I was a little bit unfair. You were definitely correct. Abarn did what his champion was supposed to do. It's just when you're ahead and your team is like 5k gold behind, there's only so much you can do against the monkey that has all 5k of that gold.
Yeah, boy, do I know what that's like. I'm just kidding. I gotta play my team real quick. But yeah, no, it just is what it is. When the champ's that far ahead like that, it's really taking over the game. And he
Hmm.
did what he could. He
Yeah.
got some kills. He made it happen. The first blood on the Tristana, exactly what he was looking for.
Yeah,
But
it was a little bit of style jumping in, jumping out, you know.
yeah,
Why
just
not?
slipped away from him a
Why
little bit, unfortunately.
not? Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they do. So is it gonna be the Udyr or the Seraphine? I think it's let the ban the Udyr here. You don't want to see that champion in your game, and then Seraphine pick.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think, I mean, I don't know. They're gonna debate it, I'm sure, right now. But I would prefer to see Seraphine ban. I think that champion's gross. And Udyr, yeah, it's strong. Yeah, it clears really hard, but and they banned the
No,
Wukong, fair enough. Opting for a similar strat. They're like, hey, you're gonna permaban our A-Barm.
you
We're gonna
know,
permaban your blood.
I think Vertizord is gonna take the bait. I think they're gonna first pick Soraka, or not Soraka, sorry, Seraphine. They're gonna
Okay.
pick Udyr and some sort of support, and then
Well,
Crittian's
first
gonna
pick
play.
does go to coin flip. So who do you think they're picking?
Yes, I think they pick Seraphine right here.
Okay.
I think they pick Seraphine for Ruinzilla.
Yeah.
Just a guess though. We'll see. Yep, pretty easy prediction. Easy pickups there because, as I said, both Bully and Devious can play that, and they can play it well enough that the
Mhm.
champion, or they can click their buttons and like auto attack from a screen away, so they can play Seraphine.
That's what matters, man.
Congratulations.
Those shields and that ulti when you need to. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you don't
That
need to be crazy or do anything ridiculous damage-wise when you're just supporting the team that hard. They can
if
put some
you
hard carries.
if you are a member of the TCL Discord, you should check out the video that Verd, namesake of Team Verd is the word, posted in TCL Public today. It is a demonstration of just how impactful Seraphine ult can be. That thing actually spanned the entire jungle, and is it's quite amusing.
When
Honestly,
it
the best
runs
video
through
editing
teammates,
I've ever
man.
seen.
When it runs through teammates, it just goes on forever.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it doesn't end. I like the Leona pick. I do. I think that champion is just eminently useful. It's such a great front line. You get very tanky for as
Love
gold
it.
starved as the
Love that they
supports
just
are,
take the
man.
front line. Big
Now, what is
fan.
this? Week one?
Um,
We haven't seen Jin in a hot sec. I think.
yeah, Toasty. I know I was giving him some crap, but he actually played Jin pretty well, I think, in one of the previous weeks. So I love Leona Jin. I think that's a
Mm-hmm.
huge kill conduit, and especially with Seraphine, you got to keep that champ down. So,
Yep.
I'm a
Oh,
big.
Seraphine Tarek.
Oh, bro, no fun o'clock.
Yeah, I mean, tell you what though, that's how you set your team, your other lanes up for success. If you just don't feed with that lane, then you win that lane. Like if you go even, absolutely even, then you're doing just fine. Okay, so what if that's a Barn Seraphine? No chance in hell, but like, what if?
What if? I mean, okay, I'll leave it on what if.
So do they take the Udyr here? Do they take the Udyr?
I think it'd be fine to pick that. Oh,
Oh, that's a cog
it.
mid if I've ever
What?
seen one.
Yep. I mean,
Do
they had
it.
talked about, again, if you're in the TCL Discord, they had talked about bringing out the Beema. Rango
Oh my god.
Django.
Just
Stabby
letting him have
Tabby.
some fun. I'm telling you what, this man actually popped off on the Rengar.
It's time.
It wasn't fair, but I mean if you give any damage champion 30 kills, they should be one-shotting people, but it was quite amusing to see Rengar doing it with like a 35-second ult cooldown.
And I'm
Sejuani,
here
I
for
think that's a
that.
great ban. I think that's a fantastic ban.
Yeah.
Because you're just as you said, Bromanzilla doesn't play tanks. He's gonna end up playing something in the carry realm. You already have a very supportive bot side getting that really strong tank engage in the jungle might have been what they're looking for, although I don't think it's a bad idea to put Caridian on something that can carry a little bit harder himself because you have all that utility from the bot lane, you know?
Yeah. I think you meant Hippo there, but not playing tanks. But no biggie.
Yep,
And
that is what I meant.
yeah, no, I think it's a good ban for sure. I know I played it like at least a couple practice games earlier today actually with Radiant. He was playing some Sedge just in preparation. So saw that, ban it away, gives away a lot of lockdown. If Rengar jumps in, that would have been a great way to.
I mean, we saw Joa show us last night just how effective Sejuani really can be.
Yeah, Joe's nuts by the way. He's cracked. Where's my boy?
Yeah, dude's
You're
okay.
fat.
I mean,
love you.
it's a beginner level jungler, but he did well.
He's a beginner level jungler.
Bro, have you
What's
ever
wrong
played
with you?
that thing? It's so
You're
easy.
so toxic. You got
It's
issues,
so,
man.
dude. What are you talking about? Joa he's the man. He's not a guy. He's the man.
The
Still,
man.
that jungler's not hard to play. I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay.
And I can see you're laughing at it. You're smiling at the camera right now. It's
yeah. I mean, I'm
agree with me
basically
quite
laughing at
clearly.
every joke you lay out. I think you're that funny.
Dude, that's the good thing. Like
Yeah.
you can't ever shake your head at what I say. It's just all it's all good.
Like this dude's loving it. He's eating it all up.
It's like when everyone else is muted, so like no one can tell me to shut up. Yeah, it's great. Abarn, give me serving mute powers. It'll be fun, I promise.
Nivea
Okay,
coming.
the Anivia lock-in for
Okay.
Bird. That's his answer to the Lucian. Still a very, very strong pick. Absolutely going to pump out the damage later if he can survive that lane phase.
Yeah, I mean, I'm no mid laner, but I feel like Anivia into Lucian's kind of asking for trouble in those early game levels. But
Yes, I would think so.
when it comes around, it comes down to it. I think it's strong for the team that looks like they're drafting. So big fan
Jarvan.
and
Jarvan.
Bring a lock in the drafting for his jungler, and Avar must be calling this draft. Oh wait, he is, because J4 is on the map. Gonna put that on his Viridian duty.
Yeah, is this the Yasuo run back? I hope not, but what if?
You know what? I hope so. I hope so. Because he's
Give
gonna pop
Hippo
up
his chance.
Listen. Game
Hey,
coin
it's the coin.
flip. Heads or
Exactly.
tails. If it lands right, we're good to go.
Oh my god.
It is.
Dude, how much did Hippo pay Abarn to let him play Yasuo twice in elimination matches? So what
I'm
if we
not
see?
sure.
Okay, so how do we feel about the Callista mid? Or I mean, sorry, the Callista top.
It actually is somewhat meta. I mean, I
With
know
the
he's not gonna
with the
pick it.
Rengar jungle. Oh
Wow,
my goodness,
York
the
for
Grave Digger.
memes. Yep.
Mm.
Yep. I'm pretty sure
Funny
he's digging
enough.
up. Was it Lyle's corpse? I
It
forget.
was.
But
I don't think it was Lyle's.
Okay. Maybe.
I
Bobby?
don't remember last time you made that joke, but it was against Purple Flames, I believe, because it was their
Sure.
first playoff game. So that would be
And I can't
Sauce's corpse.
confirm.
That would be
Blood's
Sauce.
sending
It was
a little-
Sauce. It was Sauce.
Blood's sending me a nice little DM saying "for you," so we're happy to see it.
Funny enough, I was actually talking with the Bloodbath and Beyond earlier today about Yorick. It wasn't in relation to him actually playing it tonight. It was just how Yorick, as a champion, if he gets a lead, is one of the best champions in the game at soloing the Baron because he has percent max HP with his minions and ghouls, and he has something else that can tank it for him, which means he doesn't do reduced damage himself. So, not thinking we're going to see that. Just a little fun fact about Yorick. Surprisingly fantastic at going full tank and soloing Baron.
Yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see. I don't think have we seen it York in TCI?
Not that I know of.
Yeah,
Not that I know of.
I'm excited to see it for sure. I think
The
Blood
Rengar
for
and
it.
the Yorick in one game.
Just put Hippo in the rage cage all the time. You know?
Why not? Why not?
Looking at these comps though, unless Seraphine's going full damage, which could be, it's gonna be again pretty easy itemization from what I'm seeing. Just build a lot of armor.
Seraphine, I have almost no doubt that Seraphine's going to go Moonstone. Like, that's what makes that champion so
Right.
absolutely busted right now is how cheap that build is and how good Moonstone Staff of Flame Water combo is. And I mean, we get to the mid game fights, like she's going to be doing those AoE heals, those AoE buffs on the Yasuo, the Jarvan, and the Lucian. It's going to be disgusting. But at the same time, York can ignore that and split push. You go to answer the split push, you can find an angry Rengar waiting in the jungle to stabby kitty your head off as you try
Yeah.
to walk into that lane, rotate
Well,
around to that split push. I don't know. I think this. As we said earlier, if the bot lane of Team Coin Flip goes even, they did very, very well, right? I
yeah.
think the Tarek and the Seraphine are going to outscale the Jin and Leona. They bring different things to the team,
Yeah.
but what they bring is going to be more important to what their team is trying to do.
Yep.
How hard is Abarn going to beat Verd?
I don't know. I don't know. He's got to play it well, for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at these comps, man. I can't decide who I like better. I can't decide. I don't know if the optimization will be enough or not, but
I, as a
um,
as a man of principle, I have to cheer against the Seraphine, like all things else the same. And I'm really excited to see the Rengar. I think that's going to be fun. I want to have some fun on the Rift tonight. Let's see the Rengar. Let's see the Yorick. Let's see a little pop off. Let's see Lucian die like 17 times in the mid lane. Could be fun. You know,
oh
just could be
god.
fun.
Yeah, Abarn died for this, man. We'll see how it turns out. I'm excited to see. I think the bot lane, Dev on Jin, is pretty good. Pretty darn
Hmm.
good. And I
Yeah,
think
it's
Bully on Leona, pretty good. Pretty darn good.
sure.
So if they get some kills on the Sprig early and really reduce that, I know it's cheap, but that Moonstone build and some of that AP, it's just
Hmm.
going to enable so much more of the team as well. So
Yeah. I mean, you look at the bottom four. I think I would actually tend to favor the side of coin flip, um, just for how those teams play. But I mean, Hippo on the Yasuo. I
yeah,
just
imagine that comp with not Yasuo.
imagine that comp with like a
Cho'Gath,
Malphite or
maybe.
an Ornn or a Cho'Gath. Yeah,
Yeah.
just some beefy tank that's always going to be useful. Has that front line. Has that engage. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe Hippo's gonna pop off and solo kill Blood 4 times, like we saw Music
maybe.
do it last night to Sauce. But
True.
we've seen crazier things. That might be one of the craziest things we've ever seen happen. I don't know. Let's see something crazy
What do
happen
you
then. You
mean,
know?
dude? Music best in the league. Get the heck out of here.
Yeah. I was saying Hippo solo killing Blood would be insane.
I'm here for it. I'm here for the
Yeah,
Yasuo pop.
yeah. Actually, though, Hippo on the Yasuo, that's gonna be how this coin gets decided, and we'll see if this is Abarn's last time captaining this particular squad onto the Rift, and perhaps his last foray into mid lane as well. He will be switching to the ADC role to show, I think, to quote Abarn himself, all you dog players how to properly carry from that position.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, how it turns out. I mean, the comps at least are a little less bad in our opinion than the first
Yeah,
one.
definitely a little bit less bad.
A little bit less
Abarn
bad.
once again playing an ADC in the mid lane, gonna do his thing and try to bully them out. As we get into game here, we will see how we start out. See if we get anything spicy to start it off.
Yeah, absolutely. Hear the loading in sounds. Not seeing the
I
loading.
hear the sounds.
There it
There's
is.
the screen.
There we go.
Okay.
Hey,
A little bit of mastery flashing across the board at the moment. Blood has level 7 on the York. That's unsurprising. He plays this video game way too much. Although
I'm not even
this will
gonna.
be the first time I've ever seen him play York. I've never seen it
I'm not,
before.
oh man, they're looking for maybe a little bit of a cheeky invade, or maybe just trying to like create and have a flash in the early.
I think this is just they're gonna bait the TJ Ward as it is the classic. TJ walks up by himself. He walks into that Tarek stun. I think it's the E. He's just going to get locked down and burst it out, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean they're holding till they see the whites of their eyes right now, but oh, now they're making a move. Gonna push TJ out. If they get the ward in, they might see him. Oh, they do. He has to flash out, and it's his turn to be Caridian.
You know what that means, though? That means his flash will be back up
Ooh.
later.
It's just spotting odds. It's just spotting some odds.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Okay, yeah. Put it in the chat. Where do you guys think First Blood's gonna happen? I think it'll be top lane.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay. You giving it to?
It'll be TJ with First Blood on Rengar, and it's gonna be hype.
And he's just gonna go stabby tabby all over the map.
Yeah, it's gonna be
fun.
awesome.
Okay.
Like the Seraphine will die so many times.
They do at least have the Tarek to hopefully help with that to a degree.
Yeah, but like I mean, you gotta predict it, right? I mean, Terragall
Right.
takes a few seconds to fall down. So, I don't know. I'm just living out my dark twisted fantasy right now of just Seraphine dying over and over. The
Yeah,
champions
no,
is
your
not
Acorn
fun.
he can literally play past the minion line playing as that Lucian, really bully it, setting it up here.
Critting with the early invade.
Already
Looking
uses
for.
Spike, good steal. Oh, sees the blue buff's gone. I don't think they saw each other necessarily as
He
they
was
both
just.
walk
He was just
away.
guessing that the Rengar was going to start topside there, I would assume.
Yeah.
Looking in for the cheeky blue buff steal, but nope. Once again, mirrored starts for the junglers, and this puts the Stabby Kitty or camp up on the Jarvan.
Burn with a huge E trade there, double shot.
Yeah, did a great job.
I mean, it's just
I
not
guess.
fun to play in the Lucian mid, let's be honest. I think Bird's gonna have a real
I
rocket for a while.
I have never lost lane to Lucian mid. Fun fact.
Okay. Have you played mid lane against him?
No, never once.
Okay. Just wanted to check. Quick fact
No,
check.
I'm not wrong.
I'll check. One in the bot lane, farming away. We'll see how big Abarn can grow the CS lead, having domination over it. And also, Viridian now has the ability to play into the jungle. Look for the stabby tabby. He's using the lower level. They're going to see him doing the red buff. Knockup does have the red buff of his own, so he's getting all this damage on. No flash on TJ, remember, so they're going to get the kill here. First blood on the Lucian. And it matters.
I was
boy,
right
now
about the
Earth
Rengar being
forward.
involved in the first blood.
He's coming here. If Abarn's got a blue buff now, if he can get another E double shot off, this might be a lot of damage coming through. Q landing, a nice chunk, pot ticking at least, so I'll get there, but Abarn with blue buff, this is just impressive on Bird for a while.
And Bird's not going to have too much fun. Already down about 2 waves worth of CS. I was right about the Rengar being involved in the first blood. I put too much faith in TJ, though. Should have trusted my boy Viridian to have those heads-up jungle plays. And secures the first blood for the Lucian. That is really big. Lucian doesn't blow Flash or Ignite there, which means he still has all that kill pressure on the mid laner.
No, yeah, it's brutal. That Tavi dying gives the blue buff. Actually, wait, top side, we got a gank coming through onto Bloodbath and Beyond. We'll see if they can get onto him. Hippo gonna E4, get some damage on. Blood putting him in the rage cage. EQ coming forward, not getting the knockout, but does land the slow. Tornado just missing. Good flash from Blood, who trades back what he can. Lucian is getting the 3-man special. You were just a little late and in the wrong laner, dude. That's all.
So completely wrong.
So completely right in my mind.
Yeah.
You just gotta do it like a politician, man. Like, you may be wrong, but pretend like you're right.
So like a weatherman.
Yes, you know, it's like a 50% chance of being top, and if it happens mid, it's like, well, you know, margin of error.
Yeah, for sure. I called that. Everyone who says I was wrong in the chat, guess what? You were wrong.
Ooh, spicy. But on the top side, Hippo up a lot of farm. Obviously, Blood gonna be able to catch this wave. Is level 3. Might be a dive happening. Viridian clearing the side. TJ in the area.
TJ's gonna be able to jump on the Viridian here.
Yeah, a bit of streamlining for me, so I'm not quite seeing what's happening. Oh, here we go. TJ lurking. Viridian also. They're gonna look for the gank, but they have TJ coming in onto a spot where they already see Viridian. He's not gonna really be able to do anything here. Doesn't have ult to jump in on anyone, and Blood also very low, can't follow it up.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if TJ saw that Viridian was on the Krugs there, but if he was, I would be curious why he didn't just wait in the tri-bush.
He's gonna look for the fight here. Going to the brush, gonna force him away.
I don't know why TJ didn't just wait in the bush and jump on Viridian if he walks past. He must not have known he was on Krugs, because you need at this point before 6, like you need that that jump, the passive leap from the bush to really get that engage. It's your only gap closer.
Sure. In the mid lane, bit of a CS gap like you had talked about. So, despite
Yeah, nothing to shake your head at.
Big lead that he gained for himself with the blue buff in first blood is still up a good amount in farm. So that'll be helpful. And in the bot side, it's about even. That even on there.
Yeah, bot side knows. We do have an Ignite that was traded at some point, but doesn't look like it really resulted in anything, as everyone's health bars are fully topped off and nothing to be done for it. Probably just a little fun level 2 or something like that, but Seraphine heals it all up because that's what that champion gets to do. Fun. We do have some pings from the red side towards the Drake. First Drake is Infernal. That has gone up.
Blood. They're going to be able to get the kill here. Hippo is going to pick up that kill with the help of Viridian. Probably could have had on his own, to be honest, and taking down Blood.
Bloodbath and Beyond dying 2v1, but this time, one of them was not the enemy's turret. Interesting change of events this game.
He's going to TP right away. Let's see if Viridian comes back around, to be honest.
Hippo just hit level 6 and also has the TP advantage for a potential Drake play on the bot side if they do so desire. I would imagine that Blood's going to try to just shove this in pretty hard here and start doing some Yorick things. Viridian's pinging his way back top.
Yeah, I mean, no
But
flash.
Rengar's in the wings as well.
Happen. Rengar is in the area, like you said. Hippo is lower fully, or excuse me, Well, Batman does have his ulti, so gonna suck in lifesteal a lot there. Dodges the EQ knockup, but he's also going very low, so gonna die. Good knockup there from Hippo. He's gonna be able to get away. Flash coming forward. E just whiffing wide. Level 4 on the Rengar, not doing a ton. Might be able to get back on a Hippo. Instead, opts for the minions to try and escape this.
Coward.
Looking for another kill. Level 5 here. He's playing the Rengar fun. It's a huge knockup in the interrupt in the middle of it. Avar roaming up as well, doing what he can. Caridian gonna secure it, and a huge early game from Hippo.
Dude, it's the reverse caster curse. We flamed him, so he's winning.
Yeah, no, that's what it's all been about.
Yeah. You're welcome, Hippo. We wanted to see you pop off, which is why we were so mean to you.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, just the absolute pop-off play. The repeat gate by Caridian. Rengar only level 4, wasn't able to get in there and do anything before Blood dies. Really just, the top lane is a very, very different story this game. The Hippo's ahead, Blood is behind. We'll see if he can do anything with this lead.
Yeah, absolutely. Avar now opting into the top side.
Yeah. Also, just want to point it out from that last play, disgusting knockup to interrupt the Rengar jump onto Hippo there by Caridian. Not sure how intentional it was, but it looked really, really cool.
That was nasty. Hippo taking some chunk damage. Not enjoying his time against the bird just yet, but is 2-on-1, so gotta give it to him.
Nope. As we talked about, itemizing against this team is rather easy in the beginning of the game. He has that early Seekers because the value is just absolutely nutty.
They're gonna look for the fight onto Bromenzilla. Stun coming through, a lot of damage landing on Caridian too. Tabby putting him on 1 HP. Is he able to get away? Smites the camp smartly to get that up. Gets ignited by Reformed Bully, but jump on by Caridian. They don't have the damage to kill this. Hippo's gonna get the ulti on the team, who's still only level 5. He doesn't have anything for this. A double kill for the Yasuo.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. What was that?
It's a disaster.
I'm sure Blood is very happy at the moment.
Landing. There ain't a lot of damage.
He has egg.
There he has egg, but taking a big chunk there, gonna keep him away from that dragon fight. Could be a freebie here for Team Point Flip as they have a nice early game going really
Looks like
early.
there's a fight in the bot lane right now.
Oh boy, what's going on? Bot lane, Caridian coming in for the gank. Oh, they've caught Dev in a rock on a hard place kind of situation. Great
Good
flash dodges with EQ and as well the Seraphine, but they got Bully now for the turnaround. Caridian taken very low, takes a turret shot. Dev could maybe open up. He's
Bully not level 6 here.
Use his ultimate. Oh, most fights across the map, and now I don't think they get the free dragon that they might have. Caridian taking a lot of damage there. Yeah.
One thing I gotta say for Team Point Flip is they're just so far away from that 0-8 Yasuo power spike. They really need to change up their playstyle if that's
they're
their
really
win
gonna be held
condition.
back by that one, man.
No, but in all realness, Hippo putting on a very, very good showing right now, playing flexibly, switching to the mid lane, able to rotate in the jungle, make big plays there. Dev doing a good job getting out of there alive, dodging both the flag and drag and the Seraphine ult, manages to survive. It would have been pretty disastrous if he died there. A couple plates going down, the full wave. Good job hanging on. Honestly, that was a more influential flash than it might have
on an Avar, and he's going to dash away here. Dash uses flash as well for the Verd stun, but Bully and Dev is here. Can go on the TP player. W landing across the map as Hippo's going to go in onto the Stabby Tabby. The ult from Bully going to miss. Doesn't get the stun onto it, but no flash necessarily from TJ. Going to dodge, but he can't. Shut down from Dev onto that. Gets Avar too with the stun. Well played by Verd and the carries here. Dev 1 HP running for what he can. Bully
Actually
and
1 HP, that's ridiculous.
Nice stun within the pool of the icy melt. Gonna do what they can as well. Bully gonna take some damage. They can go as much as they want under turret with the ulti coming through from Tarek. Verd no mana. Autoing away.
Big shutdown onto the Jhin. We haven't talked about the Jhin much, but that can definitely do some damage. We focus on what the Seraphine Tarek is going to do, but Leona Jhin is still going to be Leona Jhin, right? Like that's a bit of a kill lane. They're going to have plenty of presence, and Jhin still is going to scale so well. I'm assuming it's still a collector type, not collector, sorry, Gale Force into collector type build. Yep. I'm not sure what the meta is, but looks like we might have eyes on Drake number 1. Here at 10.5 minutes.
2k advantage, does have some prio. Should be able to take this potentially for free. Might be sniffed out a little bit. Here comes TJ saying, hey, what's up, hello. Not sure if they're going to
hello.
Let's use his ultimate. Might try and steal this one. Does steal it. Very well played there. He might die for it, but hey, we'll take an Infernal Drake. Gonna get that kill over to Avar on the Lucian, which is not ideal for necessarily the team, but
I mean,
Infernal Drake is.
You tell me. Would you rather have a 1-4 Rengar or a 1-4 Rengar with an Infernal Drake, or a 1-5 Rengar with an Infernal Drake?
Yeah, I'll take the Infernal Drake.
Yeah, me too.
Sure.
Me too.
100%. And Dev really liking what he's seeing here. Gonna get the jump in here. It's the stun landed. They're going all in on the Spurg for what they can. No ulti on Bromenzilla. Ignite down. Dev can potentially flash forward and get the kill here. Here comes the Q. Here comes the ulti. If they land one, it's gonna be a kill. Spurg eating one. Bromenzilla just dodging the second. Hit there from Devin. Does get the charm through. VTW going just wide. Maybe could have had the kill there. Here comes Caridian, though, to try and fight the play. Devious is about half health. Gonna no doubt die here for this. But they do get at least a 1-for-1 and Bully runs away. Maybe just stayed a little too long. You can go for more here? Probably not.
Yep, good job. Blood doing...
Sucking
able to
Hippo.
trade into the 4-1 Hippo, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, Hippo running
focusing
under
the maiden right now?
in the ulti, and now he's going to take some big damage, getting sucked up and killed 4-0, or excuse me, 4-1 to 4-2 now. And here comes Abar and making a play on the bot side.
Yeah, they got that dive off. We're able to secure that kill. Playing top side pretty well right now. And looks like Rengar will be starting up the Herald as they see all the pressure that was brought to that bot turret Hippo. Yeah, he had his... I don't think he had a shield bow yet, but being still 1k gold up after that play. Can't have those solo kills going over Blood. Like, the man's behind, but he's going to know what to do to get back in the game. And when he does, like, that Yorick is going to scale.
Being that far up in the lane, yeah, really sucks to see the 4-1 Yasuo die to the 0-2 Yorick, who's actually picking up the turret at 12 minutes. So full play gold and full solo gold brings the gold with that top laner back to straight even. Really mishandled there by Hippo, unfortunately.
Yep, they got both that first turret knocked down in the top lane and also the Rift Herald, which they're going to hopefully turn into a second turret mid. That's a lot of global gold to bring this game state back to even.
Yeah, and Nivea here has some great push, has gotten past some of that early kill pressure, is 1-0-2, going to pick up some gold plates here potentially. Abar eating a lot of the damage, going to get stunned.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Oh my goodness.
That's a lot of damage.
Give it a little,
we can be
oh boy, the Caridian trying to turn around. Bully's in the area too, could stun him up here. Gonna get some more slowing down damage. Going on to Bird, the stun lands. He's gonna land and follow, but a lot of DC, my goodness. TJ picking up the kill there. Stabby Tabby's here, jumping back and forth in the brush, waiting for that ulti to run out. Here comes the stun, just dodge, but oh, Bird doesn't miss here with that. And Nivea, another stun lands, and dead, picking up an ult shot kill. Look at this gold count, Rudy. It's right back in the hands here.
That is dead even, but they're gonna knock this turret down.
Hey, Ipa just walks right into all those stuns, taking a ton of damage. Dev popping his shield bow as well. That was pretty it. I don't know what he was doing there.
He might have. No, he did not. Oh, Spurg about to walk into a kitty.
Yeah, gonna walk away. Lands the E.
Why do you gotta use the Pajama Party Rengar? I don't. That's like using Pajama Party Urgot. It's like, I mean, you do you, man, but I'm gonna judge you if that's what you do.
And the split push Yorick on the side is really making it happen. I mean, he's up in CS in a lane that he had no business being up in.
Is that the new Jhin skin?
I
think it was.
No, what Jhin skin is he wearing?
Is that the new one?
That Darkstar? No, that's Project Jhin.
No, are you? I feel like that's the new Jhin skin. They all look so similar. Yeah, the new one they came out with, like there's the Cho'Gath in the line and the Nautilus. Yeah. Cool. I was actually remarking earlier to Devin that I hadn't seen in the game. He did that one for me. I appreciate that, buddy.
Yeah.
But Blood coming back with a vengeance on his birthday, saying, "No, today's my special day. You can't do that to me."
Avar gonna use his Gale Force to go all the way forward onto Bird.
Bird hasn't had his egg popped yet.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He gets the stun on the Caridian going under turret for this.
Great stun.
Bird does have his egg, like you said. Gonna take a ton of turret shots. One more heal there from Eric. Could have almost died for that one for free.
Yeah. Yikes. Great job by Bird. Blows Flash and Egg there, but staying alive versus the 3-man, 4-man pressure bot lane while Yorick is split pushing in the top lane.
Well, just like you had mentioned in the pregame draft here, who cares about Seraphine in the team fight if you just split push it down? And that's exactly what Blood's trying to do. Really far ahead out of a really dire situation. Going to land a ton of damage on the Hippo, who I don't even think wins as 1-1 anymore, even being 4-2.
He just hit 11. Blood has his full Divine Sunder. I believe that's what that item is. Yep. I mean, he's evened it back up with Hippo. Only up 5 farm, but has so much gold from getting those plates in that turret. He's just going to stay in the top lane, keep pushing away. No TP to match his team, but when you're putting that much pressure on, they're going to have to come match you at some point.
Yeah, and Hippo actually just back there with the wave coming in, so we'll see how much turret damage Blood can actually get in. This might be another turret top going down very soon with the minions that he has, but they're going to trade it potentially for the Cloud Drake. I think much advantage for...
Yeah, that early... Infernal Steel by TJ is actually so key. I mean, it gives you 5 more minutes to get that split push going, like just a little bit less pressure. You have, oh my goodness, it's an Ocean Drake. Oh, I've been complaining about this for 2 days. It's just right that we finally have one.
Yep.
Yeah, but that early Drake, very huge, takes a little bit of that edge off. You don't have to worry quite as much about those soul stacking as soon. So gives Blood time to soul push.
Hippo ain't gonna get locked in though, so there's no really to run. They take a ton of damage from the soul, and they actually have backup here, so Hippo's probably just gonna die for this. Yeah, locked up, Blood gets a kill.
Yeah, they have.
They're gonna get hit there, and ulti, great flash.
flash.
Probably would have died there. All the minions
100%.
got called to that, so oh boy.
3 ghouls in the Maiden of the Mist there. If that Leona ult lands, that is a dead e-girl if I've ever seen one.
Hey, what we all kind of want to see, man. Seraphine is kind of. I want some copy pasta in the chat, honestly, for that one. That champion is nasty.
Is that a York I spy? It is a York indeed, Brett. Fun to see, less fun to play against.
Apparently, I mean, I thought Hippo was having a fun time. He was 4-1.
He scaled?
Really
I guess he scaled?
I just, again, we'll see how this game turns out. Maybe yes, will start to pop up.
Yeah, game is not over. This is a very
close,
not as even game as it was before.
No,
but it's a 1.5K gold diff. Game could go either way, especially when you have teams as volatile. And when I say volatile, what I mean is prone to getting caught out, as the players on Verd is the word in Team Coin Flip really are.
I believe the technical term is coin flipping.
I think volatile is a good word.
Yeah, well, that's just like too big brain, right?
How about bad? How about
bad? Oh man, Verd coming forward a little bit for no reason.
I don't think down to my audience. So smart.
W is going to get blocked by the wind chill. Hippo's going all the way under turret just for Reform Bully. Here comes the Terror Cult. Going to get everyone all involved. No deaths coming forward. Verd's
you're a smart guy, Luciv. Tell me why Hippo went on to Bully under the Leona with the W and Aftershock under the turret there instead of just staying on Verd, who had no flash and no egg.
Yeah, so I think Hippo got stunned there a little bit, so he couldn't actually pop the ulti onto Verd. Blood now, maybe.
Yeah, but he could have just like.
No turret to run to. This is going to be like a 1v3. It looks like. Going to go 1v1 with Caridian. Bromandilla coming in. Doesn't have ultimate. They're going to get as much damage as they can onto Caridian. Here comes the life steal, but it's not going to be enough. Shut down for Hippo. Blood does blood things. But in the meantime, Abarn is very low. It's turn to do some. The auto coming through. We'll see if he has a Gale Force to get the kill onto Abarn. That'll probably do it. Gale Force. We love it.
Hey, my boy Dev popping off 5-1 on the Jin.
Jin thing.
Love to see it.
Yeah, as much as we were talking up that top side of the map, Dev is quietly but assertively giving it to the enemy team. 5-1 on the Jin.
We talked about it. We have talked about it in the past how Dev can tend to be a bit of a role player, just doing what his team needs to do. But hey, occasionally he has those pop-off games, and right now he is set to have a huge one right here, right now. Is it enough of a pop-off to knock the chest club, or sorry, not the chest club?
How dare you?
Coin flip out of contention entirely. Hey man, maybe it's you he's gonna pop off next. I don't know.
How dare you? To quote the Billie Eilish documentary I just watched over the weekend, keep my pretty name out of your mouth.
Yeah, was that influenced by anyone else, or you just feel like watching that for funsies?
Oh, it's just what I do in my free time.
Sure.
Totally what I do in my free time.
I'm a Billy fan.
I mean, really,
did I get into her because one time I was so fun story. I'll tell the story later.
Okay.
I started to listen to Billie Eilish because there was a cute girl in one of my art classes, but hey, that's about the most predictable thing you've ever heard.
Out, E-Brand exposed. Meanwhile, the mid turret under siege here. Gonna be able to pick this one up, potentially for free blood. Looking for a flank here, but they do have the Terror Cult to really disengage this nicely. A little spooky to rock into this. Damage coming down, TP as well. Sun's coming across. Boy does throw his ultimate. They're going to go into the Tarek first because if they can get him before he gets his ultimate off, that's going to be huge for the team fight. It's going to pop off here. Devin doing huge damage. Going to get that 4-shot proc, and they do get the kill for Blood, but the damage done a lot by Jin. We'll see if they keep it going. Dev might want to ult just to get the fight and the party continued. They do pick up a free kill.
Yeah. Get one on that. Maybe there's a dude spawning here.
TJ, I don't know what he was thinking. Here comes the ult now from Dev. See what he can fish out. Landing on him on the Hippo, not doing the damage.
Almost. If Caridian would have kept backing there, I think that would have done the job.
Yeah, but nothing. They're going to find Caridian EQ'd really quickly away. Good reaction time. No old man there.
Drag it out. Drake spawning here in less than 30 seconds. Maybe fall back, get that crab, set up some vision, or to try to get the pick.
Hippo now does have
Terror coming from base. Blood on the actual flank here.
Oh boy, but now Abarn's got a nice 1v1 here set with Abarn. Does get the Dev W to follow up the damage on the side. Blood's on the flank and a time blow up. He does blow up Abarn. They do get the Terror Cult though. Hippo going one into the backside. Blown up by Dev. Dev on this Jin, the understated carry. Absolutely doing it to the team. That's a 4 for nothing.
Yeah, fantastic play there by Blood. Flashing forward onto A-Barn before
Oh, he
that
just
Terracall
whipped
could
it.
come
Bird didn't
down.
know he was still coming, and he's going to be locked up here and killed.
I.
Oh,
Guys, I'm
God.
like, Blood, you're York. You don't need the wave. Just kill the turret. What?
Goodness gracious me. They might be able to transition this to a Baron, bot side turret, both. The world is their
I
oyster.
think they'll definitely get the bot side tier 2 here. Blood went back for the wave. Unless, no. Blood's going to get this turret. He could have gotten
Yeah,
it like
for the wave,
10 seconds ago. But that second Drake, huge. Start those ocean stacking, one closer to that ocean soul, which is really just such a win con for any team that gets it.
And let's be honest, that best ADC in TCL. I mean, absolutely incredible performance.
First, I mean, there are a few undeniables in life, right? Like, A-Barn is gonna flame. Toasty, overrated.
Right.
Lucive, cockiest man I know.
Well,
Dev's gonna do his job, and this time his job is to carry.
I won't argue the point. Fair enough.
Hey man, I didn't say you couldn't back it up. I didn't say you couldn't back it up.
We take what we can get here.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You know what we can get is a solid 4.5k gold lead for the side of Verd is the word. Up 5 kills and a Drake on Team Coin Flip. They're sitting pretty right now.
Yeah, looking really good, and their comp's really going to start to flex because, again, Hippo with that early game advantage kind of blundered a little bit away to
5 to 4, 4 to 1. That's something.
Now I'm not so sure it's as useful, right, without the CC that they might need for their comp and the itemization that's really easy with Seraphine being as behind as she is. The AP damage probably not there to the level they'd like. Easy itemization choices means it's going to be tough to win these fights.
Yep. Verd honestly doing a great job as well. Not getting a lot of kills, but I'm sure he's doing plenty of damage with those gigantic just ice fields. Sitting at 1-0-9 with the Ludens and the Zanyas completed. That tier stacked up. He's going to start doing some massive damage in these team fights.
On the bot side, ult coming forward, and it's going to actually push Hippo.
Perch just gone. He just needs to Q the turret once and he's gone.
They do have the minion. Hippo now in the 1v1. Let's see if he can get involved and kill Blood, who does have his ulti sucking away at Hippo and does have the proc on the shield boats. Nice sidestep there, and that's going to solo kill.
Yeah, TJ ulted, but there was no need for him to run down.
That top side really went sideways, huh? TJ's
a little.
It's going to drop your ult. Big stun going to land onto Vert. Huge knockoff from creating great play on this side of the map. After seeing the bot side Kingdom, this time being played by top laners, they turned it around for another 2 kills mid lane for no business other than they could.
But Blood doing what we said he needs to do, just ignoring the Seraphine, pushing bot. Gonna give over a shutdown here. He has to die here. He has to die here. Yeah.
Knight coming down, gonna stop.
Gonna give over a big shutdown. Did it Tarek get it, or did A-Barn?
Tarek got the
Tarek got the shutdown. No.
Zilla with the nice
that would have been an extra 850 gold in the Lucian's pocket, but instead the Tarek takes it with the stun. Why, Bro Manzilla? Why?
To see that, you do, for sure.
That's no bueno.
No es bueno.
But Devin here sitting on 2 items with his collector finish, matched by the Seraphine's Staff of Flowing Water and Moonstone. I mean, also 2 great items. Oh, but yeah, this game up in the top lane. Blood sitting on 3. If we don't get too much of a fight here, I'd love to get a quick glance at those gold graphs. Yeah, Dev's up 2.5k. Blood's up 2.5k himself, sitting at the most gold in the game by that much.
Here, they did see him go this way, so they'll likely check as they go, but the Seraphine will be able to keep them shielded and healed for them to at least poke around at this, and if they don't answer it or don't respond correctly, won't take too much poke from the Baron itself. So a little bit of a death brush here, setting up. That team does love to play that. Bird, good positioning on the side here, does get spot on the ward, so they're going to take some damage there. Spurt, though, taking a little bit of damage with that wall landed on the right side, might have been trouble.
Yeah, I mean, Blood's just so huge right now. Like, if he shows up for the actual 5v5, I don't think there's any way that they can take it. I mean, York's going to excel in the split push, but he's also going to do, like, buku damage if he's just in the fight bonking people with that Gravedigger Q.
Sure, but he can just keep split pushing, man. I mean, he's got complete control of the top lane. Obviously, the Baron is up, so they're going to be playing on the top side anyway. But here comes Bully, going to get the stun on the Bromanzilla. He's going to use his root there. They're going to put TJ really low, but that Vanguard W is huge. Bromanzilla's ult does come through, so that's actually really big to get a lot of the damage off. Here comes a good flash away from Ifvarn, dodging the Leona ultimate. The Seraphine laying a nice charm of 3 people, and the root, huge Seraphine corner. Going to take so many down, but Dev is still alive in the backside, and they don't seem to be focusing. But Jimmy can get away and get the ult off, we might be up to something. Sprague looking for the kill, gonna force Dev off of it. I don't know, it's close. Blood is in a 1v5 at this point, my gosh. And wow, Team Coinflip really turned that around, and you guessed it, the main culprit in charge, Spurg on the Seraphine with a huge play.
Yeah, I don't know if that was Coinflip doing that thing really well there, or like Verta's word not playing. I mean, there were just so many things I would have loved to see better. First of all, Reform Bully, my man, you need to hit a Leona ult at some point.
Yeah.
Like that's sometimes they flash it.
Having no chance to steal.
And also, you're the Jhin player. Is that the situation in which you ult? I feel like you just keep autoing. Like you didn't gain any distance by ulting there. Like you were still standing in auto attacks range from the fight, but with your ult. And the Seraphine walks up, cues you to get you out of the fight. He did a good job dodging those skill shots, but the man could have just been autoing.
I mean, does Dev still? I mean, Dev used his Gale Force. Can we check the items real quick? Did he use his Gale Force? Is that uncool?
He did. He used his Gale Force to get out of that initial cluster.
Okay. Then, yeah, it's a tough call. Hippo gonna get jumped on by TJ, but he's gonna immediately get knocked up and ulted.
TJ is not playing well on this rank.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Caridian now fighting with Blood is a 1v3, but Bird's coming to support. They might be able to turn this around. Caridian's still very low.
Oh, no.
This is easy, Leona.
How did you miss that? There were 3 people there. You can't do that, Bully. I'll give you lessons after this game. Don't worry.
You're looking for the flank EQ on the side. Blood does spot him out. Guess we take damage onto him. Pick up this blue buff for themselves. They aren't going to grab that. Blood running for his life. They'll be able to get pushed off. Now they do have 5 here. They might be able to catch out Blood if they look for it, but not really trust themselves to have the damage to do it quick enough, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Vert is the word, but they went from a 4K gold lead to being down a solid 1. That's a 5K gold swing, and they're even on Drake's now. This game just got a whole lot more competitive. Caridian making some excellent plays, and honestly, just the AoE, the damage that's coming out of Team Coinflip right now, it's not being responded. It's not being respected. It's not being responded to. It's not being respected. Vert is the word really needs to change up what they're doing and start playing League of Legends.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, not to play micro too much, but I think they just need to play these fights better and hit their abilities.
Yeah. Even it wasn't a good fight for them to take, but they shouldn't have lost it that hard.
No way, but props to Spurg. Big Seraphine ulti.
Oh, come on. He hit R towards the champions. He did well, but the champion.
I mean, that's the champion. That's what he's supposed to do, so I gotta give him credit when he hits it.
Can't get mad when the people press their buttons. Bully needs to start hitting some of his skill shots, though. The man is not giving me the Leona performance that I really wanted to see. Doesn't mean he can't bring it back, though. Plenty of room for improvement.
What I would like to see is Blood just park himself in the bot lane, really threaten that split push end for these weird fights if they take them. Because
it's just
start to threaten, like
not right now when they have Baron, though, right?
Yeah, no, for sure not now. But I'm saying as this game continues, that's potentially something they might want to look to do.
They have Baron right now, and if Blood's not there, they just force down and like end through mid because Blood does not have the TP to respond.
Right.
Abarn, I think at one point was 3-4, has brought that back to 5-4, making up for the fact that Hippo went from 4-1 to 5-5. Just a lot of kills, a lot of money floating around this game, and right now the Yasuo and the Lucian have enough of it to where they are some serious threats.
Yeah, now Dev does not have his executioners built yet. The only healing cut they have is that Thorn Mail on York, which is not bad.
And the Oblivion Orb. They have the Oblivion Orb for...
They do have Oblivion? Okay, I couldn't even see it with my little screen here. But that is very good to see. The ulti whipping again, but Spurg is going to get flashed on, but... Oh, here comes the ulti. Are they going to kill him in time? No, Terracle lands. It's going to come down, but they might be able to kill him in the end of it, and they do. York gets a shutdown. Dev might want to look through an ult here to get the engage popping. That's a great way to use Jhin ult. Caridian on the side, going to EQ in, looking for a kill here. Goes on to Verto. I think has eggs, so very interesting. Dev now stuck in the Rage Cage with Caridian doing what he can, autoing away, but he's going to get knocked up by Hippo and killed. Oh boy. Where does the words really not having the game they were looking for now?
That was Hippo's fight. The man coming in with a Quadra.
On
honestly, all enabled by, I think, the excellent side engage from Caridian. Baron is gone, so they won't be able to get too terribly much mid, but they're going to get a big push here.
Yeah,
Blood just kind of chilling in the...
Tried to cut the wave there. And he's going to try and back here after cutting away, trying to stop some of their push, where he can try and clear this one wave and not be threatened with another one immediately where he can't do anything. 10 seconds on death timer. We'll see if it's enough.
They put a lot into that Seraphine kill, but the Terra Call came down and bought so much time for the rest of the team to get him placed.
They're going to come to Seraphine. Here comes Bully. They might be able to turn this around. Bloodbath and Beyond is ignited, but here comes another
Bully hit it all.
Seriously, the Jhin W does land, so they're going to get a huge shutdown to Abarn. Bird putting the wall up. They might be able to turn this, and we're seeing a Fiesta. I'm calling it right now. Bromans are going to drop. Caridian probably going to drop. They can run it down and end themselves. That's 50-second death timers. Rudy, this game might be over.
No way. No way. I think they just take the Drake here.
You think they take the Drake? I think
they
wanna
take
push for
double.
the
They
end.
take double inhib and Drake. Double inhib and Drake.
They might go for double inhib. I can see that. This game is
Do they have the maiden up? They do have the maiden up, so that's gonna be a really strong push.
Yeah, man.
I'm not sure. I don't.
30 seconds
I'm
left now.
silver 3, man. You don't want to. I mean, I'm gold 4.
I'm locking in. I'm with you. Double inhib back because these super minions are pushing and stop a lot of that quick cryo. So they're not going to be able to push all the way in for the end. I don't think. 14 seconds still coming up. They're going to be able to get the mid inhib, go to the bot inhib, and go for the dragon. I think you're right. Good macro from the silver 3 player.
So something you don't know about me is that I'm like one of the best chess players on this server. I see the whole game, man. It's not just what's in front
Now
of
they
me.
gotta
I see a few
disengage
moves
it.
ahead.
Can't do the same thing that they just had happen to them, but double inhib. Now they can just push top with 2 super waves pushing.
Do they take this Drake fight though?
God.
Do they take this Drake fight, or is that an int? And you just give up third Drake, fight it fourth, and just 5-man push top with those inhibs or with that bot lane pushing for you.
We'll see what they opt for. They are.
They're just gonna try to burst it down.
It's gonna go down very quickly, so they're gonna have to come
Pretty-
in late. They're gonna
nope,
pop
it's
if they
gone.
do
Okay,
get
cool.
it, and that's another
That's
ocean
fair,
break picked
yep.
up. Ooh, Rudy, it's
Burst
getting
it
spicy.
on their way out, but I think coin flip just runs straight towards Baron here. It's spawning in less than 30 seconds.
Yeah, no, definitely. So they can play to the top side with those double, like I said, super minion waves pushing in mid. And bot side, they're gonna have the priority to get toward the Baron. They're gonna run straight to
Look
it.
at that!
Do
Look
they
at
have
that
time?
Jin! Look
Can
at
they-
that
can they
Jin!
burst
He's
it?
big.
They can burst it. This is gonna be a
Yeah,
free.
no, it's gone. That's a 3-item Lucian. I think it's gonna melt away. And I get the 3-item now, so he does damage too.
Oh boy, got off the map too quick. No one's staying on. They all backed.
Honestly, though,
Give a Baron away.
as soon as they decide to go for that second inhib, that's the best possible outcome for them. I don't see a way that they do anything bigger there if they stay for that second inhib. Because they're not going to win a fight without resetting. Like, Devin got 2 shutdowns during that fight, didn't have a chance to back and spend it.
I'm not suggesting they take a fight. I'm saying they poke away. They have bird. Just throw a pool down. Say, hey, what are you doing? You can't have that for free. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they all got off the map. You know, even if it's just 4 members, you don't have to take the fight, but just say, hey, you can't do that without us being around the area. Instead, every single member went back, and that was a Baron gone immediately.
Yep, and now we have Blood in the top lane, pushing. They will be pushing against Baron, but, I mean, it's also pushing against the Yorick. Oh my gosh, taking that turret down from half.
My goodness. Yeah, also, you know, again, no flambe here, but that Rango, exactly as useful as we might have thought.
Okay, so I talked about how I saw it pop off and he went 30 and 9. I didn't talk about the game after that where he went like 3 and 17.
So you're just holding the info in your chest.
Dude, he's a member of Team Coinflip. What did you expect? I thought he could fill in the gaps.
Fair enough. I mean, he's not, but fair enough.
Oh, whoops. He was a member of Team. Nope. Yep, that was just my bad. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah,
bit of an int by me on the cast.
Running it down on the cast, man. A new
level. They looked for blood there, but he managed to get the back out in the try. Got their resets off. They're still down a bit of gold as we go into a pause.
Yeah. All right. Gotta put our feet up. Consider the weather.
Hey, let's talk game state right now. 1 kill up for the side of coin flip, 3k gold, down 1 Drake, but you have Baron for about another minute. Or I don't think they get any sort of Baron push here. They have no waves.
Yeah. I know the game's paused. Can we bring up gold on players right now?
I don't know if we can adjust anything on. Oh, we can. Look at that. Droid on production. Shout out Droid, everyone.
Ev's got 1,300 gold in pocket. I know he's saving for that LDR, which is really close with the gold that he has, but executioners might be big, man. You know, it might be big with Seraphine. You know, the Yasuo who's gone full Hemo Plague.
Do you need it that much when Verd has the full Morellos, and he's gonna get that onto anyone who comes close? Like if they're within auto range of Devin, they should be hit by one of Verd's spells.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I need to walk that back. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Just a thought.
Blood having Thornmail too might be a good way to cut that as well. So all right, fair enough.
We're back in. We're back in.
Now Dev is very close to that LDR spike here, which is gonna make that Jhin just. Oh man, he gets Infinity Edge at some point. Yikes.
Shall transcend.
Man, I don't know. If there were any jungle camps up, I just know me. Joe would be poor attack. Like I would take everyone.
Yeah, you're one of those ADCs who believes that if it gives you gold, it belongs to me.
Yeah.
So fun fact, if you have all of the gold and your teammates have none of the gold, it's going to be harder to win the game than if you have some of the gold and they have some of the gold.
Now, Rudy, you know I grew up a little bit on a farm, right?
Yes, I'm familiar with the farm.
Okay, so there's a phrase in hillbilly culture, especially when it comes to hunting, right?
Do you know
And
where I'm
where,
from? But continue.
sure. Where you're hunting and, for example, you're supposed to look for a deer, nice sizable one. And I kind of subscribe to the team side of like, if it's brown, it's down, man, right? I'm shooting to
If it's
kill. I'm getting all
brown,
the
it's
gold.
down.
It's mine.
Okay. Okay. I don't know if where you're from is hillbilly land, but that's just because where I'm from, they don't talk like that. That
They don't
hillbilly
talk
has a
like
lot.
a southern folk.
Hillbilly has
I
a
feel
lot of
you, man.
syllables in it.
Here comes the Baron push bot side. Pushing into the super minions is really smart because you can actually clear it and stop the threat and free that they provide. But here comes the TP from Blood. They might look for the end here. They do have Baron recall, but they can stop it though. They're channeling. Crating's back's gonna get stopped. TP coming through. No stun's gonna come through. So they're
Bird,
gonna
why
get
don't you stop? There's only Bromanzilla.
no more Baron
Stop
recall.
your
They're gonna be able
back.
to push it all. It's just the Hippogriff. 4 of them are on the bot side, but here comes Blood. Oh, TJ running forward, gonna get jumped on by Caridian, and now Hippo's alone. Blood making his way back, doesn't have teleport in. Oh my goodness, with Blood gone, they're gonna die here. Oh
Bully.
boy.
Just bully. What was? Oh my goodness, it looked good. Honestly, Ver just needed to walk up a little bit further, I think,
It is
and
unfortunately.
stop Hippo's recall.
It is Seraphine
was
topping them all off right now, man.
Bromanzilla.
Now, there's no way I think that they get the end here, but they should be able to pick up that mid inhib for free. And, yeah, scuffed 4v4 there. But here comes Blood.
It's about to be
They might be able to
4v5.
turn
Hippo's
this
not far
around a little
behind.
bit. Hippo's coming, yeah, you're true. You're right. They're going to push. Oh, flashing the Blood, knocking him up. He's actually going to get the Sterix proc for the shield. Going to put him in the Rage Cage. Do what he can under the turret alone. Going to get rooted. Resurrection. GA coming through. Bird and Dev need to support this man. Abarn going very low. Oh, he's 1 HP. Are they going to be able to get the kill? Hippo getting put into the wall himself. They're going to get Tornado coming through. Gonna dodge
Why are you
it.
autoing minions?
Hippo flashes forward. Stunned there. Gets the Gale Force away. They need to kill Hippo. Good ult actually coming from Bully this time. They're going to be able to pop him. They're going to be able to pop him with GA here.
No, Bully missed that ult, just for the record.
Okay, well, A for effort then. Shut down there onto Bird. Good kill to pick up on the Anivia, but that's a naked Nexus now, and I'm not sure what they're going to be able to do with the Dragon coming up.
What was that? Besides
know,
bad. Also, Devin, I saw Devin auto 2 minions during that when Hippo was in auto range.
Oh my god. What is that besides bad? Truer words, man. You're killing me,
I'm
man.
flaming. I'm an equal opportunity flamer here, not just because it's the law. That was just.
that?
I don't think that was a good sequence of events.
What you're saying is that's not like a faker? What was that? It was like a...
Yeah, that was not, and I played that shit perfectly. That was what the shit did I just play?
Yeah, I hear you, man. Loud and clear.
That one was interesting to say the least. I don't know. Give me some opinions in the chat. Tell me that I'm wrong to be flaming them, and that was actually some genius macro on both sides. They just saw through each other's gambits, and no one fell into the trap. But
for sure,
that one was hard to watch.
We now got open Nexus, Inhib down mid, Baron coming up relatively soon, getting the vision set up for it. Everyone's close to full build. Devin on Jin should probably almost one-tap everyone if he actually just stands in auto range. Like, a Jin that strong, like, is damn. Let's see one auto. You see the damage numbers? Doesn't show it, but
there's a 655 on a crit.
Or a 567, yeah. Infinity Edge would just make that ridiculous. If he gets Infinity Edge completed, I don't know. I think they win, maybe. I can't answer that.
Bully's my boy, but man, I just want to see this man hit a good Leona ult. Or
they're pushing up. Dev's alone on the minion wave, so Hippo's able to dash through all of that. Does have his Tornado built. There's an open Nexus. They need to get back right now.
Oh, TJ's going.
There's an open Nexus.
TJ, where are you going? Oh, he's cutting the wave?
Oh, they're going for
But you don't need a wave. You have 2 people not there.
Ulti whiffing. They do have the ulti.
They're just going for the end. They're going for the end with the Zillion or the ult.
Yeah, I mean, they can.
That's it. That's it. It's over.
Oh my god.
The Taric ult to immune the damage can't get blown up if you can't take damage and just walk in. For some reason, TJ and Blood decide to go and try to cut off the super minion wave. I guess forgetting that they didn't have any Nexus turrets for those minions to take shots from in the first place.
That was probably one of the stupidest TCL games I've ever casted. Like, what what just happened?
I mean, stupid's a mean word, Austin.
I want to get... Okay, hold on. I know we were taking odds in the beginning. Who's got their money on
Hippo
reopen
carrying?
Nexus? And it was actually carried by Bromanzilla on the Taric with the ulti.
Yeah. That was, I honestly am at a loss for words. Good news is, we were promised by production that if Abarn took this to a game 3, we'd get to see a different picture of Luciv smiling out on us for the stream. So look forward to that after the break. But my goodness, what a game 2 that was. And for the second night in a row, every single elimination game so far has gone to a game 3. Silver scrapes, everybody get ready for it. Be back in a few minutes.
They're trying to
He's
get me
gonna
off the desk.
I think he's gonna pick Jin, Twitch, Kaisa here. I'm just gonna name a bunch of ADCs so I can be right again. But I think Zaya.
Interesting.
Okay.
I
Not
think
bad.
that's fine. I think
Yeah, I
that's
agree.
fine. Dodges a lot of the roots and stuff that they play around with Nautilus.
They
Sorry.
saw the say that no, it's okay. MR scaling against all the AP that's coming out from the other side. It's just gonna be a bit of a run over, and that's like just looking at top lane. Nivea's gonna scale dummy well. Tristana's gonna scale dummy well. Bully showed us last time that he has the ability to get those picks on the Nautilus. He's not afraid to go for those plays, and this time without the Morgana Black Shield, you might see those plays be a little bit more successful.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to be a very volatile bot lane with Seraphine Thresh against Tristana Nautilus. If Tristana Nautilus can get a good hook, maybe a level 2 all in or level 3 all in, that could really snowball the lane that if they even show their faces, any hooks of death. In the mid lane,
And we are back, everybody. I hope you are half as excited as I am for this game 3. It has been an absolute banger of a series. Game 1, Game 1 was where Blood took over and just crushed everything with that disgusting Wukong top. And Game 2, it's been like 5 or 6 minutes now for me to digest, and I still don't think I can tell you what happened. Luciv, can you shed any light on what we just saw?
Yeah, I don't know, man. That was some League of Legends right there, man. Yikers, brother. That was back and
Yeah.
forth and ended by, yeah, we all guessed it from the start. A Tarek ult run down.
Wait. I just saw your picture on the stream. Oh my god. What is that?
What do you mean, what is that, dude? That's me
I
at
asked what that is.
That is me at St. Raphael's Academy in Cleveland, Ohio, a nice Catholic school for boys,
Is that a
wearing a
seal
uniform.
hat?
Oh, dude, I'm a raccoon. Do you not see the mouse top to it? Come on now.
Oh my God, why?
All right. I know you can't see the timestamp, but that's from 2004, 17 years ago.
Oh, really? I thought that was from like 5 years ago.
Okay.
Toasty's mom would say you look indistinguishable.
Yeah. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right.
Man, I should have pulled out some spice, but sadly, I'm just sitting here with my lovely 2-day stubble in my super swaggy sweater, looking
Yeah, man.
fine. But I
I guess
can't
you could
compare to that, man.
say.
Look at those gap teeth.
I guess you could really say I peaked in the kindergarten grade,
Yes,
man.
I'm
I
sure
don't know.
everyone who's met you since would agree.
Yeah, no, honestly, like that. That's the highlight. That's right there. Never. It's all downhill.
Hey man, we deal the hands we got. At least you were gifted the ability to watch League of Legends and talk about it while other people listen. Lucky to have it.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to see my face. You get to see the best version of myself while my voice plays over it. It's like a Morgan
Dude,
Freeman ad.
thought about what I just said, and I don't know how lucky we were to witness that absolute clown fest that was the last 10 minutes of that previous game. But hopefully
That's
we
so
can
good, man.
wash it all away with this game three. A bit of a palate cleanser in between. Let's
Yeah.
see something good. I don't expect too
Game,
much to change up. Oh, what's that?
Game two kind of felt like that backwash at the back of the soda where you're drinking and you're like,
It's just
it's not
that
not
last
what
sip.
you're
It's
looking
mostly
for.
spit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't usually throw it away, but this time you were desperate. That's what game two felt like.
The first sip of a cold beer, the first bite of the apple, those are always the best ones.
Yeah, those ones are gone. Those ones are
But
gone.
right now we're gnawing at the core. Hopefully we can get something good out of this next one. We take away the Irelia, the Darius, nothing surprising there. Expecting to see the Rise, the Yone fall in quick succession. Sorry. I am expecting to see the Seraphine band come back through as Coin Flip is back on the red side, and I don't think they want to play against it.
Yeah, calm
But-
down there, South Carolina. But yeah, as we look at the bands, looking very similar to what we've been seeing.
Yeah, will they go like 100% back to what they did first round, or do they still like give up the potential Udyr for the Wukong? I think that's fair. Just Seraphine Wukong here, I think makes sense.
God, I
But
gotta say,
we'll see.
I don't want to talk about myself too much, but boy, do I look good sitting over this fancy overlay.
This is a fancy overlay. Shout out to production squad over at League Spot and in this TCL League. Coach Abarn, also league manager himself, the man who gets to decide all of our fates in the inaugural season drafts with the Abarn modifier, but that's just because I'm still bitter. The man does good work, as does everyone else involved in this league, to make it happen for us. We see the exact same three bands from the side of Vert as the word across all three games. Let's see how they decide to run it out here. It's got to be Seraphine, right? It has to be the Seraphine.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident it'll be something like that. I don't know. Dev played really well in the gym. I wouldn't be sad to see him go back to it.
Yeah, but Jin was Jin. Dev did well, but obviously not well enough to win. Seraphine, you don't have to do well, and you still enable your team to win.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
what
no,
do we
so
first
band away.
pick here? Zillion is still on the board. I mean, this could just be a run it back from game one.
Oh,
Udyr as well. I just don't know if you need to first pick the Udyr.
Yeah, I think
Cordian's not going to play it.
You know, as much as that game was a fiesta, and as close as it was, they kind of picked Rengar and Yorick.
Yeah,
right?
they did.
So
Those might be two
some,
first-time TCL champions.
Back on some more meta, stylistic, team-oriented, normal draft, boring TCL. They might,
doubt.
look a little stronger. So picking the Udyr.
Yeah, okay. Sedge
Ooh.
instead of the Gragas. Interesting. I think I expected the Gragas, but I'm not disappointed to see the Sedge. This is the matchup that we saw, I think, twice last night, if I'm not mistaken. And Joa definitely picking up the win in that game 3 on the Sejuani against the Udyr. Fell behind a little bit in farm, but the early gank pressure that Sejuani brings, the amount of CC they bring to the game, does a lot to help your team get ahead. Ooh.
Galio picks up a lot of team fight there. If we're looking at
Galio mid, Galio support. What do you
I
think?
think Galio support. Bromanzel is really comfortable on that pick. Played it a couple of times, I think, already on support. So
Okay, I like that. I like that. Mixing it up a lot for Bromanzilla. I mean, from the Soraka we saw game 1, I guess not too dissimilar from the Tarek, but honestly, the man has the go buttons himself now. Let's see how his decision making is. Back to the Maokai for Reformed Bully.
Here, I think it's maybe a little more. I don't know. With Galio with that automatic MR passive shield.
Yeah, I don't like the Maokai very much here.
Make that support battle a little easier. but it was doing a lot of damage. We got to give it credit. In game 1, that Maokai, I think, what did he do? Second most damage in the game besides Blood's
Yes. Third most damage, second on the team. It was right behind the Tristana, I think.
Yeah, so they're looking to run back to that comp they did it with in game 1, exception being obviously Udyr. But
What I don't like about this pick is it means you're not going to have a true front line, because I don't think they're going to put Blood on a tank. I think that'd be a huge mistake. No need for Blood to play a tank here. I think I would have preferred to see Bully on something. Even the Thresh is a great Thresh, something like the Thresh, more of a front line than the Maokai. The Leona, maybe even Nautilus, and then honestly, TJ could have run something like the Kindred back. This is game 3. You're fighting for everything right here. And Corki locking Thabarn. He's saying, you're not going to get to ban me out 5 times again. I'm going to lock in my champion before you get the chance. So, that means that Blood hasn't picked this champion. I'm expecting some more top lane bans to come through. Perhaps the Aatrox. I don't think Blood's a fan of set right Malphite. Okay.
Not sure, but fair enough.
Have you ever seen Blood play Malphite?
I haven't personally, but you know, if they
me neither.
Seen something in scrim, seen something in practice log, I don't know.
Perhaps they know something I don't, but I know everything, so I don't see how that could be the case.
Now, I gotta ask Rudy, is it just me, or like, why is Ezreal banned in the second ban phase? I thought this was only a first ban.
It's not pick ban everywhere you go. It's
okay.
just when you're in the game and they have to be scared.
Oh, I'm gonna take it as a compliment. But
I think you see
the comps come together. I gotta be honest, looking at what Abarn's drafting or whipping up for his team right now, that is the most TSS3 classic I've ever seen. The only thing that would make it come truly to life is a Kai'Sa set pick.
Kai'Sa set? I mean, not the craziest thing I've ever heard. Spurg, we know, can play the Kai'Sa both very well and very poorly. With the Yasuo banned out, we might see. We might see that. That could round it out. I think we're going to get, if we're just making random predictions, I think we're going to see Aatrox. Oh, I think you're right. I think it's going to be the Kai'Sa. I think it's going to be Aatrox for Blood. And then what does Devin play?
Enough.
Gosh, that was what I was going to say, too.
Comp, man. They're drafting the same comp.
This is going to be Aatrox, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
I think we called it. Set. Why not?
Set.
What else does Bromanzilla play here?
Jen?
Fiora?
I mean, he's got like 4, so it's one of them.
Yeah. One of them's banned. He's not playing Yasuo again.
No. Still basically a classic TCL Season 1 comp that I remember being a part of with Abarn.
The only difference, there's no Caitlyn. I guess this would have been the game where Caitlyn got banned.
Happening in the ban phase, fair enough.
Yeah. I think both teams are pretty comfortable with what they drafted here. MF are very comfortable. Both ADCs on like a lot of comfort. Same for the supports. Although I would guess that Bromanzilla has a few more games on Galio than Bully does on Maokai. But Caridian on the Sedge. Caridian's a very smart player. He's a great jungler. He plays a lot of League of Legends. But I don't know how comfortable he is on the champion itself. I think he picked it up fairly recently.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. I know he played it with me. I think he's getting confidence back on it. Obviously, Caridian's a really mechanical jungler. Makes a lot of crazy plays, sets up a lot of plays for his team, and with the comp they have that scales so well, if this turns into another Fiesta where it goes back and forth, but the game keeps going late, gotta like what they've concocted.
I really, really, really like the side of Team Coin Flip right now. I mean, what are you super scared of anytime you play Virtus Lord? You're scared of Blood getting out of control, right? You have so many tools between the Sejuani and the Galio to give that Corki and Kai'Sa time to kill that Aatrox, just to, like, peel it off, you know? It's team comp alone. I much prefer the draft from Coin Flip. What about you?
Yeah, man. I mean, I feel like I'm looking in a mirror and like I'm seeing myself in Spurg shoes. I'm sure Joe is looking at Caridian, seeing himself in that shoes too. This is the comp that Abarn loves to draft, loves to captain, because it's got very clear objectives as to how they want to play, right? They've got good team fight lockup with Caridian. They've got Galio for peel, damage reduction on the back if they need it, or to go in. And Fiora on the split push offers another avenue, generating leads and creating pressure. So
yeah,
I like what you've drafted. On the other side, Blood is an animal. Like, he really is. If Aatrox gets that lifesteal on his ultimate like crazy, he can go 1v9. Really can.
Yeah. Also, birthday buff. We haven't talked about that in a hot second.
Birthday buff. Yeah.
Gotta remember
it's
that.
Been like
That's
one game without us
too.
mentioning it. So happy birthday, Blood.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, we talk about Blood. Sure, he always has pop off potential, but let's look at their team comp. What does their team want to do? How do they want to play against this sort?
longish type of fights where Blood's just really eating it all. Zillion can bring him back to life if they need to. Udyr's running around stunning. Misfortune here, I mean, yeah, does a lot of damage for the team fights. I'm not sure it's like the ADC that necessarily their comp wants to pick, but it's something Dev's really comfortable on, obviously. And if it's comfort over anything else, I'd take comfort. I really do.
I think a lot of the pressure for this game to go well is going to be on the Udyr. The Udyr needs to make things happen early, or the Sejuani is just going to be much more useful than he will be later. Yeah, Udyr is annoying. Udyr is very strong. He farms fast, but also his kit's just like inherently not as useful as the Sejuani. You're not going to kill the Udyr, but the Sejuani is going to make sure the rest of your team can't run away while you bear sprint out of there. You know.
Yeah, fair enough. But if Udyr's enough ahead, he can sprint around stun botting everything, which is as toxic as it gets because he is pretty tanky. And with Chem Tank, it comes at you fast. Life comes at you fast. Yeah. Udyr comes at you faster.
Definitely put the scaling edge over to the side of the coin flip though.
Oh,
with that Corki
no
and
argument at all,
that's insane.
Yeah, for sure.
Although it's gonna be the Blood show one way or the other. We're gonna watch Blood fail to take his team over the top or secure his team the next the next spot in this tournament play that they so desperately need. Both teams fighting the battle for survival. Tell me right now, who's gonna come out on top?
Yeah, I mean, it really comes down to who's going to deliver under pressure, who wants it more, in my opinion. Not to be too cliche, but who wants to actually, not let the mental fatigue take it to him. Who's going to make the smart macro calls, who's going to be in the right place, right time. And I don't know, whoever wants to get there,
you still haven't given me a name.
By us in the next game, it's up to them. We'll let them figure it out.
Give me a name, man. What's your prediction?
I think, you know what? I think it's coin flip. I think it's because of the comp. I think the scaling with the coin flipish way they play. Sure, these games are atrociously all over the place, but at the end of the day, if they go late enough, they get the scaling enough. A-Barn and Spurg, those are the two champs you want to have in the late game.
No doubt. As long as Spurg can control his desire to
Kai'Sa
into the middle of the enemy team.
No Kha'Zix this game, so
true. He will not self-isolate.
Yeah,
he will not self-isolate.
Nothing going on there, so...
Let's do a quick summoner spell rundown as we get our way into game 3. Get excited, everyone. Tell me in the chat your prediction for who is going to win this game. Give me a TCF or a VTW. Let me know your thoughts. I'll let you know mine after the first 10 minutes of this game.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. Brum and Zilla picking exhaust, like, sure, fine, whatever. I kind of don't love it for team fights. Like, I get the idea of Blood comes into the fight.
It's just exhaust the Aatrox, yeah.
It's just ignite the Aatrox for that life cut for free, especially how long it lasts. Those early game fights where you maybe haven't, spec'd into healing cut just yet, carry a lot of the fights.
Yeah, notably we don't have like any sort of real healing support this game, so that's fun. I'm actually going to really enjoy that myself. No Soraka, no Seraphine to just keep those fights going indefinitely. A bit more of the engagey style that I personally like to both play and play against. Obviously, Maokai is an AP support champion nowadays, but he's going to do his job just fine, build into that off tank, and be that engaged that his team really needs.
Yeah, we're going down there. Going to swap to Trinket, no doubt. Get that reduced cooldown on your Trinket abilities.
Yeah, nothing too notable about the summoner or the keystones taken by anyone. We have Conquers in the top lane. Phase runs first Aftershock. The Airy from Verd, I guess it gives you the buff when you like either speed up or hit those bombs for the extra poke instead of the double comet in the bot lane. That is a very pokey lane.
Sure, very pokey, but again, we got the MR for free on the Galio, so...
Kai'Sa doesn't have the MR, though.
No, for sure. He's got to play it away from the bushes, no doubt. Dodge some of that MFE, unless... I don't think Dev's going full AP here, so he should be able to get a little bit less damage from that, hopefully.
That would be spicy, though. That would be spicy.
You never know what the bomb go off
GG. A-Barn gets hit by the first bomb. Verd has shown him who is boss. He can just call him daddy from now on. Lane's over, right? No, not quite.
I wouldn't go that far just yet, but certainly closing in on GG. Berg here, farming out, missing one minion, not too bad.
Yep. No doubt, it's going to be a slow start once again for the third time in a row. A-Barn disconnected. I guess he was really scared by that first bomb after all. Decided to run straight away from the fight. Nah, just kidding. Bear with us, please, as we have some technical difficulties. Hopefully we'll get them resolved here shortly.
Abarn's hamsters escaped the sweatshop. Finally making a break for it, and a little bit of a delay.
Yeah. I'll be tasteful and not make too many jokes about that. But
That wasn't even that bad. Their
no,
hamsters.
I'm not saying yours was.
Too far.
I'm not saying that was. I'm just saying the ones that flashed in my mind maybe weren't so.
Oh, good lord.
But the mirrored or not mirrored, we have the same side jungle start for both of the junglers 3 games in a row. Both of them looks like going to go for that full clear. I would expect Udyr to go a little bit ahead here as just virtue of the champion. That's what he does. Going to get to that top side sooner. It does look like top side's still even. I have no idea which way that wave pushes. I don't have Blood on Production whispering in my ear as he's currently in game figuring that matchup out for himself.
Right.
But I'll be interested to see what happens with those top lane early ganks / top crab plays, as I would expect Corki to have the push. His autos are going to do a little bit more.
Sure. I'm on board with that.
Yeah, I don't know. There's really there's not too much for us to get into right now as nothing has really happened.
A little early, yeah, for sure. But I don't know. At the end of the day, it's just on to Abarn. Get back online here, buddy. You can't run away from this fight.
Okay, so the story I was telling earlier, right? Story I was going to tell earlier while we have some time. So I was in art class, right? And I was on aux that day because I was on aux that day. And I put on some random playlist. And one of the girls perks up at some song I'd never heard before. It was by Billie Eilish. She's like, oh my gosh, do you like this song too? And she's cute. So obviously I say, yeah, it's one of my favorite songs right now. And we strike up a conversation from there. Obviously we're best friends now. But just saying, thanks Billie for the assist.
God.
What?
Oh, man. You know what? Well played, sir. Well played. That's how it's done.
Thank you. Never got called out. Never got called out.
Not even close, baby.
This also gives us more time to be able to appreciate the loveliness that is your 4th grade self.
Yeah.
That's you know what would be funniest to see you in that polo today, but
man, if it would still fit, I really got fat in my old age.
Dude, it might. Gains are non-existent. It's quarantine, my dude.
How dare you say that? It's always gain season.
Nah, it's always cutting season, but we've had that discussion before, too.
Yeah, real talk. I just have to like all my pictures. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but like at least for me, I'm so bad about taking pictures of myself, so I had to farm my mom's Facebook account to find that one.
Farm my mom's Facebook account. Looks like Abarn was back and left again. That's fun. You may be bad at taking pictures of yourself, but personally, every time I have a drink or two, like I start posting selfies left and right. So I have the plethora of what one might call the classic Rudy selfie face. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but I'm sure you are.
Head side to the side a little bit, no smile, stern in expression.
No, it's a little like half smile, but you like get the chin tilted up. And just a little bit. You extend the neck, get the jawline pointed. If you want tips on how to look good in the selfie, boys, just hit me up afterwards. I'll
are you holding the class or what's the deal there, man?
I don't know, man. We're trying to play League of Legends here, but Abarn's making it difficult for us. I wonder if we could get an update from. Oh, looks like we're getting back in the game right now. Fun stuff. Let's get the game back on as we have ended the pause. Thank you, Mr. Production, sir. Back into game, so I got to stop talking about my love life. Good. Everyone would have got real sad real fast anyway.
Damn. Someone sent him a lovegram.
Boom. MR shield gone. Poked away right there.
Just shredded right there. Absolutely.
I tell you what, this game 3 has me feeling all sorts of ways. Most of those ways are tired and confused, but I'm here for it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's how everyone wants to be at the end of the night. What's going on? Not sure. I'm just tired.
Hey, man. I'm vibing. Let's see some plays. Junglers both on the same camp right now. Actually, I lied. Said 20, skipped over who Wolves is 1 camp behind. That makes a lot of sense.
Turning back into the double bomb.
Dude, I don't know if you've heard.
To just have one.
I don't know if you've heard, but Verd is the word.
I think you'd find only disagreement from Peter Griffin. That's the only one.
From Peter Griffin?
Family Guy reference. You don't watch that show?
Yeah. Is that like the chicken that he beats up or something?
Oh my god. No.
Oh, does Crittian get that? Crittian does steal that away. The patience from the boar.
You'll love to see it. Abarn now able to get a nice trade back on the Verd saying, hey, nice double bomb, use my bomb. Yeah, it's my turn to throw a bomb your way, brother. And, takes half his health bar for it. You want on top side. Hippo being run down. Let's see if he gets a good W here. Stop the stun. TJ gets nothing for it.
Runs it out.
I'll trade back. I'll play from Hippo.
And right now the Sejuani is going to double crab the Udyr.
Yeah.
That is what we see happening because of the bot pressure and the fact that TJ chose to gank top. They will be even on farm after this, but I think crab is worth just a little bit more in terms of experience than some of those other camps that TJ was able to pick up.
Absolutely. No, that's really good. If you can try and keep some sort of pace with that Udyr, who obviously farms like a maniac.
Yeah, no. This is a great early game from the Sejuani. I don't know what else you would ask for.
Grady has really turned it up, I swear, as TCL has progressed and having a game right now.
The man is constructed alternatively.
Ooh, damage. Gonna get a kill on the Blood potentially. Might blow his flash if nothing else. Auto's coming through, does blow the flash. Blood getting bullied out of lane.
I mean, that's not the first time we've seen this. He also lost early in game 1 before he managed to get those kills on the Wukong, and in game 2. He managed to bring it back every time and has led the damage charts for his team. So this early bullying, not the end of the world by any means. Verd doing his best to zone Abarn off of those CS.
Yeah, I will say, at least in this game, because Hippo does play a lot of Aatrox himself, knows the matchup probably a little better than the York matchup, where he looked a little inconsistent, running into a lot of the damage.
Does anybody who plays League of Legends know what that York matchup looks like?
Oh, Hippo eating both sides of the Q there. Okay, flashing for it, but doesn't pretty in here, so the double bomb's not going to land. TJ kind of going to get stunned, potentially, with one more auto. Oh, Crittian flashes too, but doesn't get one more auto for the stun. Potentially could have the kill, but not quite in range with how fast that bear runs.
Yep, nothing to be had there. TJ trades his flash away in return for the other jungler's flash, but Hippo being bullied a little bit under turret right now hasn't had a chance to get his back off, whereas Blood sitting on some extra AD and health. Really doing he's gonna get his back off here, get it back on the cannon wave, which is good. Shouldn't miss too much, especially if he decides to utilize that TP, which I would, or you're gonna lose too many plates to make it work.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll have to. Here, he gets his item back. It's the Plate Greaves first, actually, giving a lot of respect to Blood. Trading nice and
I feel like if you're gonna go some early armor, wouldn't it be better to just go with a Bramble? Unless you just don't want to spec, you're never actually gonna buy the Thorn.
I don't think you're ever going that route when it comes down to it. Top
Yeah,
there on the depth, get some good chunk from Brobanzilla. No mana on Reform Bully, so good opportunity going. Not gonna proc quite the Spurg passive, but close. Hippo's gonna run down by another Angry Bear. The Homeless Man is coming to play, and
Blood does pop his ult there.
Pops his ulti there, and Gradient now fighting onto TJ. Trying to get the fight back and forth. Blood runs out of his ulti, and here comes Hippos this time, so they might be able to turn this around, but here comes a very angry Bear Man. It's the stun to Hippo, who flashes nothing practically. W missing everything as well, but Abarn does have TP as well. He's here on the top side, gonna be able to get the first Blood over to Caridian, knocking down Bear Man. Blood having to back up as well. Really well played for the scaling comp.
Yeah, Bird trying to match that TP by walking up, but just could not get there in time. Getting that first Blood onto Abarn, who's going to scale
they might be able to dive this a bit
so hard.
Playing it safe, no problem with that. You're scaling.
Yeah, that would have been a bit of an early dive, especially without the ignite to really get that extra damage, cut through that heal. I think it's a safe bet to not go for it. Blood's sticking around here, wanting to pick up a little more farm before he gets his back off. Perhaps Greedy. We'll see if he gets punished for it.
Yeah, but if Hippo walks into all this damage, whew.
Gets rid of that bone plating.
Yeah, definitely hurts there. But Hippo doesn't have some lifesteal, obviously spiked a little bit. Gonna be able to heal back up. If he gets any these vital procs, we'll be able to get some life back as well. Does have his W up, stay a little safer, and I don't know if Blood saw that. I'm sure he did, but that Sejuani passive actually runs out to the champion. He's aware that
is that visible for the enemy team?
I think so, yeah.
Or is it sort of like Callista's passive where like only your team can see that range?
I'm pretty sure. Correct me if
Okay,
I'm wrong.
let me know in the chat if we're wrong.
Yeah, seriously. I would like to know, because I'm pretty sure you can see it come.
Yeah. I'm not sure, but I can't take your word for how abilities function because you didn't know Leona E couldn't be body blocked. So, like, what do you know?
Not much, man. I tried to explain that earlier in the Discord, but no, I don't know anything.
Yeah. You're just a veggie hands player who comes in here a couple times a week and gets lucky. Is that right?
Veggie hands player who comes in and gets lucky. I would, maybe say it's like tomato hands. You know,
Man,
I can't something.
You can't both say you're the best Ezreal on the server and say you don't play the game.
I can because I do, right?
Okay.
Math checks out.
It just goes back to something I said earlier. You're just proving me right now.
You think I'm the cockiest player? Fair enough.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you remember.
Yeah, memory 2 OP, man. Don't worry.
Meanwhile, looking for this gank with level 6 here. Ooh, gonna get spotted out.
Sweeper gonna still go all in on it.
Bird ult.
Now it's still a 2v1 though, so I don't think TJ wants to stay in this fight for too long. Double bomb is going to land with A-Barn. They might be able to turn this. His bully is now roamed up. A-Barn has his Valk. Not going to be able to quite get the kill. The level up actually coming through onto TJ, so he lives from that. Easy peasy.
Caridian might fall himself too if Bully can get his oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I'm slipping on what his untargetable W is called, but nope, Caridian manages to smite, run out there, gonna go ahead and clear the rest of that camp as well at the same time, but fantastic roam up by Bully to secure that kill, because if he doesn't come, then I believe that is a dead TJ, and honestly, Verd probably dies on the back end of that as well.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Called out in chat, but maybe worth noting, you're a full tank up there.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Unforeseen tech. Going potentially for that Bramble Vest you spoke of.
Huh.
Yeah, how about that, man?
I guess I am a genius? Who knew? Not me.
Yeah, you call these things, man.
Yeah, never wrong, right? Never wrong.
Never wrong. Oh my goodness, A-Barn with a little bit of a solo dolo. Picking up a kill on the Verb and no ulti.
Yeah, I'm curious if that was a package play. I don't remember when package spawns. Actually, no, I think that's at 10 minutes. So nothing like that. Just able to get that kill off when he gets back in lane. A-Barn is pretty big right now. Farming pretty well, and had that one first blood kill. Really set him forward on these item spikes. And Corki is just very, very strong champion when it's in the hands of someone who knows what to do with it.
Ooh, nice little stun there. Gonna be able to get that ulti down now. Aatrox's ult is going to come in as well. No healing cut, so I doubt this will actually result in a kill. Hippo has like no damage, basically. Specs is going to potentially get his ult proc. Oh, one on the bottom doesn't get it procced, and now Blood can go all in. Flashing forward, doesn't get the kill.
Yeah, Hippo's going to get out. His flash will be up in about 30 seconds, so he will have that advantage. Blood's TP will be up a little bit sooner, but Blood does manage to force Hippo out of lane. Going to get a bit of CS lead, and going to get a couple of turret plates on top, I would think. We'll see if Hippo does just, yep, there's the Bramble Vest. He's going to double specking into that armor. I guess he's really just doesn't have any respect for the Maokai or Verd damage.
Yeah, so I know we talked about it. We said he doesn't play tanks, and here we stand corrected immediately.
Okay, you can build a champion like full tank, but it's still not a tank.
Dude, you're running
is that
around.
true?
I don't red buff. We're gonna see him go, hey, wait a minute, that's a red buff, that's mine. We're gonna come in too. Stun on TJ is used. Good tenacity though, so not doing too much. One bomb, double bomb coming through. That's gonna be a kill as the bomb's gonna come through and get the kill for Bird. But here comes A-Barn. Might be able to turn this around. Rocket just misses. Can't do anything more than that, I'm sure.
Nope, nothing to be had there. A-Barn is the first in the game to finish his mythic though, sitting on that shield though. That is a lot of damage, but not necessarily the mythic that I think I would have expected. I guess he's just wanting to make sure he can survive these fights to get that damage off.
I'm here for it. He's got fleet full work as well, so synergy there. Good lifesteal, especially when he gets to low health. And like you said, that survivability with that shield when it comes up, do what he needs.
Yeah, interesting build choices coming out of the side of the coin flip, but we'll see if their draft difference they pick for themselves is able to overcome these creative decisions they're making.
Double bomb, very nicely there.
Yeah, that would have been a lot of damage if that landed.
Yeah, for sure.
Verd has a bit of AP stacking up already, although didn't get the early Seekers or Verdant this game. Probably the Verdant more than anything else would have been useful, as Corki's passive does convert at least 50% of his damage into magic. So, hard to itemize against that, though, defensively.
Yeah, Hippo letting the wave come to him a little bit. Caridian pathing to the top side. We'll see if they do something with that. Blood in a good strong spot. I can't imagine even the 2v1 would necessarily kill him here.
Yeah, they did manage to pick up the dragon earlier on the back of that play that they actually lost, but I'll return to this point in a second as we do get a little bit of battle.
A lot of damage with 2 passive procs. TP coming through from A-Barn. Gonna get the smite down on the Blood. We'll see if they can turn this into anything more. Stun gonna come through here. It's actually a canceled ulti, so they're gonna go on the Blood. But Hippo get the kill there. Nicely played. They get the cancel onto A-Barn's TP there, so he did a lot of damage.
Yeah, it looks like the double bomb was used to cancel, but the Gallia wall came in and forced out Verd's flash in return, based upon solely the cooldowns that are missing from this team.
Yep, fair enough.
But, as I said, I'm a genius. I miss nothing.
Yeah, but how about that full tank Fiora, by the way? The true damage. Don't even need to build damage now.
Nope. Did his job, got the kill up there. I'm telling you, man, that Sejuani has so much utility. It's really going to do a great job locking that Aatrox down and keeping it from being that teamfight terror that we have all experienced in our solo queue games. Meanwhile, though, Udyr doing Udyr things. Haven't gotten to say that yet tonight. Up 30 farm on the Sejuani here at 14 minutes. But the point I was trying to make before Blood died in the top lane was that Coinflip did manage to take that early Drake, which is huge. One of Udyr's biggest win conditions is just stacking those Drakes because he does farm so well early and gets that pressure.
Hippo off, pick up that first turret, gonna get some of the gold that they need for that early game that they need to go well for them. Gonna get outscaled here, so gotta get the gold over, knock down that first plate. Want to see?
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, and as Drago went down, the next one's coming up here in 25 seconds. Blood no TP. Hippo does have TP, so unless he wants to give up this turret for this second Drake, which I don't think is a choice they want to make, because as you said, they get hard outscaled. They're not going to get the later Drake, so they need to get these early ones.
Yeah. Caridian sitting here, gonna walk onto the bomb, just dodges the bomb. Is seen by the ward there. Bully and Vert are aware of this, throwing in the sapling. Word there as well. Great vision actually here from Vert is the word. Everything that we're looking at, all the brushes are covered. We're seeing everything that's happening in play right now, but Blood's gonna come down here. We'll be at this fight first if they get it going early. They might need to see a TP come out. I would be calling for it. Now on the Hippo, gonna come. Oh boy.
Interesting
Hippo.
choice of locations.
Yeah, immediately having to flash away. What? W's gonna block a lot of damage. Package from A-Bar, cut across the entire team. Gonna Valk away as well, flash away as well. TJ gonna get onto him, but is it gonna be enough with the shield though? It is. TJ kills the A-Barn. Meanwhile, on the other side, Bloodbath and Beyond, full health, full stack, Bird ulti over the top as well. And this is gonna be a wipe. Coinflip is not doing well with that.
So, like, I don't want to place the blame 100% on Hippo.
Boy, oh boy.
I'm going to say that one's Hippo's fault.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. What was that TV?
He also could have just like instantly parried. It looks like he tried to Q away instead, but got
He
stunned
flashed
up.
away immediately.
Oh, was it a flash away? Why didn't he just
Right.
parry? He knows he's gonna get CC'd right there. I mean, like, I guess I get it. It gets you into the team for sure if you can buy a little bit of time. A-Barn's package over the top, but A-Barn takes his package all the way through and is so far away from his team when it lands. He splits the fight, sure, but he splits it horizontally, or he splits it vertically instead of horizontally, and is just cut off. It gets run down by the Udyr. Bear slap. That is a dead Corki.
Yeah, and Blood.
Huge turn. That is.
Happen.
Yeah, that's exactly what Vert is the word needed. They're 5k up in gold now. They got that Drake, and it looks like we will have an Ocean spawning for our second game in a row. That Ocean Soul is going to be enormous if any team can get their grubby little paws on it.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Look at those gold differences.
All is not lost. We've seen a 5k gold lead just evaporate before as they get on the bully here. Gonna get the stun through as well. Not gonna quite be able to finish that up, but
And look at that boy Dev. That boy Dev sitting up 1,200 gold. 2-0-2 on the MF. Doing big things.
And Devin always finds a way to just somehow have like 100 kills coming out of lane phase. And Hippo getting run up on. Really well played there from TJ actually. And Bird's gonna use this Zonia's, which is gonna give Hippo a little time to live. Is still gonna drop, no doubt. TJ gets that one wrapped up, and now they're on the Caridian. The bomb's landing, and the Phoenix stand's getting a lot of damage followed up. Here comes the ulti, trying to go back onto him. I don't think he's got enough damage.
I don't know what that
at all.
ulti was for. I don't know if that was
Yeah, that might have been a frustration one. Meanwhile, Blood now 1v2 onto Bromanzilla and A-Barn. There's no healing cut, no ignite like we had mentioned, so I can't imagine they get anything done here. And yeah, Blood is able to win that one.
That's not the fight you want, my son.
Half full HP.
Oh no!
And here it comes. Oh lordy, you hate to see it. It's an ADC, and it's dead. It's a dead ADC.
Yeah, that was not the position that Spurg wanted to find himself in right there. Yikes. Things are spiraling a little bit for Team Coinflip. They're going to need to throw that one up in the air again, hope it comes down in their favor. I tell you what, one thing, like, not to criticize the best mid laner in the league, but I haven't been super impressed with Bird's Zillion ults tonight. He's hit R a few times when he hasn't needed to, and, like, well before it would have been. Like, it can just get weighted out by the enemy team, you know? I don't know. I'd like to see him crisp that up a little bit. Like, that ult on TJ was unnecessary, in my opinion. Like, Hippo and Caridian are never going to have the damage there to blow him up before, like, he bear slaps him down. So maybe clean that up a little bit. But honestly, nothing too bad to say as Team Vert is the word is driving this game right now. Make that 5k gold lead into an 8k gold lead.
Yeah,
let's see how Coinflip responds.
Jeez.
Next Drake going to be spawning in 2 minutes as they look for their second Herald of the game. You can use that in a couple minutes. Ooh, I don't know. It looks like they spotted out, but Sedge maybe not willing to walk into that vision to try to respond.
They're so far behind. They can't take any fights, so I mean, maybe a smite steal
You
here.
I don't
but
know if you can think like you can't think I can't take any fights. It has to be we have to make sure we take the right fights.
I
Like
mean,
you don't take a 5v5, you don't take a 3v3. You definitely don't take the 3v1 that Critium's looking at right now. But if you got to find your numbers advantage and play to your strength. If you just say we don't take any fights, sure you outscale, but they're going to start stacking drakes. They're going to knock down the rest of the turrets, and by the time that you have enough gold to make up for the fact that like they have way more gold, it's just the game might be lost by then.
yeah. Nah, I'm with you, man. But this snowball, it's rolling. No new on the map, but it's looking like he's almost in their hearts. Bloodbath and Beyond. Name hasn't been said enough, so I'm gonna say it another time. Killing it, man. He's just killing it. Having a great series.
Yeah, and I think the fact you called out earlier is like so huge right now that Manzilla has that exhaust instead of the ignite. They bought double healing cut. Actually, I guess they have triple healing cut with the Bramble Vest. But really, just getting that Grievous Wounds to apply onto blood is going to be huge. I guess.
I mean, in that fight where it was a 2v1, or we're gonna fight here as Bromanzill's caught out by Bloodbath and Beyond is in a 1v3, and I don't even think it's gonna be a problem as Korean's gonna just miss first throws his ulti, so Blood's gonna try and go back in with it. Love to proc that and still fight. He has another little Q thing for healing. Disengages here. But what I was gonna say really quickly is just like that little 2v1 fight that he had against Bromanzilla and A-Barn might have gone a completely different way if they just had Ignite on him instead of Exhaust, right? No healing, no gross stacks coming through, and A-Barn, it wasn't too far behind at the time, could have killed him.
Yeah, I think A-Barn and Spurg, or not A-Barn, so but Bromanzilla and Spurg died.
Oh man, Spurg is running. No, TJ, no. Quit being Ood here. There are a couple carries here. TP coming through from it. They might be able to get the stun. Yeah, they are. Oh man, A-Barn with the Valk for it. Doesn't get the shutdown of the Ood here, but here comes a huge bully ult over the top. Oh my goodness, did that Maokai hit everybody, and it's the Bloodbath and Beyond show. Now if he can get onto him, he can. Bromanzilla likely going to drop Spurg running for his
Give
hills.
it to Dev?
No life trip.
Giving it to Verd. Verd is the word. You heard it here first, folks. Yeah. Honestly, you called it. That was the bully ult difference. That man caught everyone in it. A-Barn choosing to Valk into the MF ult was an interesting choice.
Yeah, took his entire health bar trying to do something big there, and they have the rift, so this is going to go from bad to worse.
This is going to be a very early inhib turret. I don't think they managed to get the actual inhib here as the whole team is spawning here in the next couple seconds, but they're at least going to get this big charge off and do some damages.
Yeah, a bit of lag on my end, but looks like
they do get the turret.
Run up. Oh, ulti coming in. Spurg gonna ult over the top as well. A Verd ult's back up again. They're gonna let Dev go really low, not finish him off. Oh, he flashes away, so he's 1 HP. Gonna serve
baited.
Oh god, now Spurg's on the wrong side and it's blood against the world. He's 1v9 at this point. Like, he just doesn't take damage. They don't have enough healing cut. Look at those healing procs.
Kevin, why
I
you
say
still
healing
there?
fine, man. I mean,
Devin.
176 gold. Hippo gonna drop. Double kill for blood. His game is over. I'm calling it now.
The game is not over. Point Click can bring it back. There is still game left to be played. The game is not over until that victory defeat flashes across your screen after your next explodes. But A-Barn maybe looking to... I don't know. He's the one who introduced the no forfeit rule. I have no idea why. There's not a team out there that would ever forfeit a TCL game. We all fight to the death in here.
Yeah. Now, I see it in chat, Trim. I couldn't agree more. This is where everyone in chat's like, we're scaling. We're down 12k, but we're scaling.
Yeah.
We need to scale to the Moonlight GameStop if they have a chance. I'm gonna be honest, man. It's gotta happen like right quick. Can't imagine that it will with the lead that they have. What? Won't die. He just won't die. He won't die at 614. That many levels up. Won't die.
Right after I flamed the Verd ults for being too early, he ults Devious again, what I would have considered too early because he's not going to like die there. They're going to stop damaging, but that gives Dev enough time to get some distance and flash away into his team. So, you know what? I guess Verd's brain is just way bigger than mine, but we could have guessed that anyway.
Well, hey now. I don't like you talking about yourself like that.
Oh, no, it's okay. He has the advantage of years on me. The man is ancient.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, a lot of healing cut now, but I fear it might be a little too late. All those executioners, a couple thorn mails.
Yep,
See,
that would
everyone
be
does pick up the red buff.
4 heal cuts for the side of Verd is the word. And I'll tell you what, I'm curious, when do you go Sunfire on tank junglers nowadays? Because it seems like Chem Tank is just the engage option, and it's so cheap that it's just, when is Sunfire the right choice? I'm not sure.
Oh boy, Raid Boss is approaching, looking for the 1v4. I think he. Oh, Gradient Soul goes away wide.
Oh,
Bromenzilla comes in, does get the knockup and the stun. They do have a lot of healing cut. Exhaust onto him. They're going to be able to pop it, but Bird sitting in the bush is going to be able to bring him back. And now Bully's going to come in with a monster ult across everybody.
He's at
only
full
going to get
health?
into a couple of Grady going to drop to Devin. Look at, hey, Blood, full health, by the way. Bully now in the front line. Huge MF ult. That's going to do a ton of damage. Double kill for him. Blood looking for more. They get back across the little line, but I think they may be able to end. I mean, they got supers on the next turrets right now. And it's literally just Abarn who hasn't scaled and Bromanzilla who's got no health. That's it. They're going to get on to Bromanzilla and Dev's just autoing away.
Yeah, there are super minions on the Nexus turrets right now. This game. Is this game over?
It's over. I
This
told you,
game
man.
is just over.
It's over.
Wow, you're right. They 5v1 Blood there at the very end, and all it took was
over,
one
man.
Bird ult to make sure that they couldn't end. And down falls Team Coin Flip. Their chances at that $90 a person prize pool cut off at the source.
Oh my gosh, that was I don't know, man. I'm a little queasy watching that, man. That
Yeah,
was
you know, sometimes
disgusting.
when you throw that hard, you can, hurt yourself.
Oh,
Like
oh,
my
man.
elbow is sore for them.
Whew, I don't know
They
about
really,
Brown.
they took that game and chucked it out the window like, like it was their ex's belongings. They were screaming on the street for it. That was something to watch. Tell you what, Verd with some huge bombs throughout that game, but Bloodbath and Beyond, as you called it. Raid Boss 5v1 in the very end. They could not bring this man down. He was unkillable past that those a couple of early deaths, obviously.
Yeah.
But can we get that man in here for an interview? I think it's pretty clear to me who the MVP of this series is.
Yeah, self-explanatory. Didn't even need to ask me. I couldn't agree more.
Let's talk to him.
Get the birthday boy in. Someone get the candles ready.
Should we sing for him when he gets here?
I mean, I don't know. He just blew the life out of Team Coin Flip. Is that basically his birthday cake?
Hello, boys.
Blood. My man, happy birthday. How
Thank
are
you.
you feeling after that win, toppling the former champion TCL Season 1 champion team captain, Abarn himself? How you feeling?
Yeah, feels pretty great, man. Props to them for the series. I think they did what they could there. But yeah,
Did what they could.
I think we played a very strong series. So
I'm gonna start with this question. What did you think of the Yasuo picks when you saw them being locked in 2 games ago?
I'm not like totally surprised. I mean, I think it's good that they should put Hippo on like some comfort type stuff. I think they tried too hard earlier on to just stick him on tanks and Shen and stuff. I thought he played the lane really well in the Fiora game. I wouldn't necessarily agree with the build, but he did play very well.
Yeah, okay. So talk to me about that Yorick pick.
Dude, I got called out to play Yorick the other week.
My man.
I delivered.
I think he said that
Man.
just to be like, he was illiterate. He knows clever. He's like, dig him out of the grave. Think you're going to have to play Yorick. Like, but hey, you tried your best. You did some damages, just couldn't pull it out. Team, despite Devin's best effort to carry,
Yeah,
couldn't make
I'm
it
not
through.
sure on your
I mean, that
thoughts, but was your money on a Tarek base race where you couldn't kill him?
Yeah, that was something.
No,
Oh my
I don't
God.
think
Dude,
we
can
were
you
not
tell me
expecting that.
Tell me anything about the macro decisions. I won't pass judgment on how terrible they were. That's my unbiased way of saying that. Tell me something about those macro decisions there at the very end, because that was an absolute mess. Let's harp on the bad before we congratulate you on the good.
Which macro decision in particular?
Like, you TP'd into their base. Your team didn't walk forward to stop their backs. You started running back through the jungle. They take the inhib. They take the Baron. It was...
The plan for that was a little got screwed up a little bit. What I wanted to do was TP in, and once we got the Yasuo TP following and he had to deal with the wave, I was going to collapse behind them afterwards, but they just engaged the fight too quickly. And by they, I mostly mean Will. Will sucks. So
dude, that was his Leona game, right? I'm not gonna argue.
Yes, it was.
Like, I'm not gonna flame the man too hard, but you
Yeah.
should go back and try to hit a Leona ult next time. That might help.
Yeah, absolutely. I will say though, I gotta say, guys, the reason we had to make sure we got knocked out of the winners bracket is so that we could end the playoff dreams of these poor souls.
Oh, okay. So you're just down. You
And
are the bar that they must pass to get another chance at
Absolutely,
redemption.
dude.
But
Absolutely.
you're just gonna keep killing them. You're not gonna let
what's
anyone
wrong with
past.
this guy? You
Okay.
psychopath.
Absolutely.
Okay. I like it. I can respect it. You're here to crush other people's dreams, not realize your own.
Absolutely. Now,
That's right.
Blood, game 3 rolls around. You see it in the eye of the tiger, right? You guys draft up your comp. I think we can say scaling across the board pretty much for Team Coin Flip. How are you
Yep.
guys able to just mollywop them so quickly?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm surprised they were so willing to drop the zillion bans. I don't think we've actually lost a game on that champ, so it's pretty. Vert is very, very good at zillion, very good at those early fights, especially landing those double bombs. And then on top of that, I know they banned Wukong because I know Hippo Hippo does not like that champion, and that's partly why we first rounded it the first game is because we know he's not a fan. Which
you
to be
also
fair,
went
I'm
like
not a fan of
14-2.
Fiora. That is true. That's true.
Like that might also have something to do with why they banned it. Just the next 2 games.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, I mean, we just knew we could play play some of those early skirmishes, and then TJ would slowly get a lead in the jungle just because Uter's ridiculous, and then we had pretty comfortable champs across the board. So
Yeah. I think you
no.
guys. I mean, you guys took advantage of the fact that their team seemed to just implode.
Yeah.
I don't really know how else to put that. They just out of nowhere were taking the wrong fights and doing the wrong thing. All starting with Hippo's TP at the Dragon Pit. But
Yeah, that was
let's
not
let's
a
not
good
flame
time.
the man too much. It's rough enough knowing that you got to go home with your tail between your legs. Just want to shout you out for your fantastic play tonight on
Thank
both
you,
the
thank you.
Wukong and the
Yeah.
Aatrox carry, as well as giving us something to chuckle about in the caster booth when we saw that York come
I
out.
do want to ask one quick question, and
What's
I want to
that?
get some insider intel because I'm the one asking the questions, you're the one answering them. What's
Sure.
the game plan going into your next series?
Well, we probably let's see. I think the best thing we can probably do in the next series is just let our ADC hard gap theirs because he's just better.
Right.
So in
You
that
go on.
regard, I'll probably be playing tanks again. We'll put Dev on something. We'll probably let him play like Vayne or Kog'Maw on a hard carry, and we'll just build a comp around him.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm with
Yeah,
you.
and then like I would put Vert on something like I don't know Talon or Zed. I think that
True,
really fits
true.
with
We
his
need
play style.
Yeah, we need Rid on a. Actually, we'll probably put him on the Varus mid. I think we've put a lot of practice on that. I think we should probably.
Are you gonna ever
Probably pull
bust
that
out
one
the
out.
Kalista top in competitive?
Oh, that's a good point. I don't think that's
Oh my
I
God.
don't think that's a
Okay.
well-known strat that I play
Okay.
that.
Enough trolling for tonight. Thank you everyone for joining us one last time. Blood, happy birthday, my man, and congratulations
Thank you. Appreciate it.
on the next win. Way to knock out Abarn and his team. That was the last we will see of the team coin flip this season, but I'm sure they'll be back with a vengeance next time. Thank you all for tuning in tonight, and please join us tomorrow night for the next exciting installment of TCL Elimination Week, all culminating in the playoffs or the championship, which will be Sunday. Exciting stuff, boys. See you tomorrow.
Come see the show. See you then.